Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight! Thank you so much for your patience with our unexpected break. For those of you who do not follow us on social media and don't know what was going on, we were supposed to take a 1 week break while Hayden was off getting ready for their life back in the US. But then the next week, I got really sick, and so did Christine. I think Robin got sick too because our city has had like a pretty bad COVID outbreak. And we were worried we had COVID, so we were really sick and waiting to get COVID results. So it's really good to be back here. Robin still sounds a little froggy, and I'm going to steal that tonight for a character that is going to be voiced tonight. So folks, welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him pronouns, and I'm excited to be back in the saddle for another episode. Let's go ahead and pass the ball. Let's go down and around. Start with Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I'm really excited to be back. It's been a while. And tonight I'll be playing Luthienne Aeradel, the High Elf fighter.
Nice. All right, let's pass it over to Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and I apologize. This is gonna be a wild ride tonight. I am playing Sarcyra Novis, our tiefling. I almost want to say blood hunter, sorcerer of the clockwork soul, aka rap god, which I may or may not have done a little rap for something this afternoon. But yeah, I'm super excited to be back. I've missed putting on the purple. It was a grand old time. I kind of remember how to do that again.
It almost sounds like you're taking religious vows when you're like, I put on the purple.
I put on the purple.
I'm going to write that down. There's something in Elos that's going to put on the purple.
Yes.
All right, let's pass this over to Christa.
Hello, Christa. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. Coming to you from my childhood bedroom, because I'm home for the holidays. Yes, I have many porcelain dolls staring down at me this very moment. And I play Isaac Ronaldi of the Runingling, the...
By choice you have them looking at you?
Yes, they are. There's a little doll, a whole bunch of little girls, and a clown. Because that's who I was as a child.
Okay. That
sounds... I'm down about everything except that last thing that we don't talk about on this channel.
I apologize, yes.
I want you to take a photo of that and post it in the Discord so that we can see what these things look like later.
Not in the...
I'll put it as a hidden... I'll put it as a hidden tag.
Put it as a hidden tag.
Yeah,
okay. Let's pass it up to Hayden. Hey, Hayden.
Hello! Hi guys, I'm Hayden Daviau. I use they, them pronouns, and tonight I'm back playing Nico Freyja, the Caitlan Archfey Warlock.
Nice. And then finally, last but not least, Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine, and I am actually sounding like myself instead of a super sicky, which I spent the whole week like. I was supposed to be working that week. Did not do that. Which I'm sure they're all glad of, because they definitely probably did not want us there sick.
It's true.
However, I am totally down with being back and getting to play Win again, and in spirit of that, I have this amazing Nat 20 mug, thanks to Robin. And I have candy canes, and it's great. So I'm feeling very festive. But I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Win Shafra. Just trying to think what her full name was. It's been a little while. But Gwendolwyne, I guess, but you can call her Win. And she also uses she, her.
Nice. All right, so folks, this is episode 9 of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. For those of you who weren't here last episode, including Hayden, what you need to know is the characters went and made an agreement with a regicidal duke, which a real idiot of a frogman. And from there, you also fought a tree blight that damn near killed like the majority of the party. Hayden, you were in fox mode the entire time, and apparently when you're NPC'd in fox mode, your fox version can shoot eldritch blasts out of its mouth, but only in NPC mode. So sorry, I realized that you couldn't after I did it because it was too cool. So there you go.
That's fine. Yeah, no magic in fox form.
All right. And from there, you went to Bavlorna's cottage, which is located in the center of Downfall. Crossing over the lake, you found yourselves there at the base of this immense well that spiraled up into the sky with a ramshackle cottage wrapped around it. you climbed up and found yourself inside of an invisible, even to the map, because the book doesn't put the I remember now, the book does not put the trapdoor in the map, so that was quite confusing. You found yourself on the edge of a balcony, and there an alarm was raised when 100 bullfrogs all freaked out at your presence and leapt into the water.
I'm just so charming, though.
It's true.
That they just like...
Actually, they were
Shut
they were
up.
kind of cool with you. Actually, they were.
Yeah, they were all like, oh, well, excuse me.
At this point, one of the Lornlings, the small clones of Bavlorna Blightstraw, showed up. However, because Sassy was invisible and Nico was a tiny fox, and Isaac and Luthienne and Wynn were hiding well enough, it looked at Isaac, freaked out, and then they jumped out of cover and just beat this thing down, like Persona style. And you now have acquired a non-lethally captured Lornling, which you had heard before. I believe, I'm pretty sure that you all learned in previous previous games that the Lornlings were created by Bavlorna as kind of agents. Yeah, okay. But you didn't hear anything about her being able to like see through their eyes or anything like that. But maybe, who knows? Okay. And as we're going into this, we are going to be using Roll20 for maps. Reminder to use non-map language. Use narrative language for any viewers who are listening via podcast or cannot see the screen for another reason. Also, unless I tell you otherwise, the ceilings are 10 feet high on the lower levels. And if we get to the top level, it's going to be a little taller than that. The roof itself, you have not climbed up to, but all of the doors are closed unless I state otherwise. All right, so folks, we're going to head into game right now. Welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. As you step inside the door, all of you assemble, carrying the body of the defeated Lornling behind you. Inside of the room here, you will see that a dank smell rises up. A recessed pool, lined with moldy clay, takes up most of the large square room. Stagnant water rises up from the pool's center into a depression about a depth of 1 foot, so it's about a foot deep pool here. From the pool's center, the head of a stone well, probably the one that you saw rising up kind of as the spine of this entire house, the tower that kind of holds it aloft. It gives off this pungent, unpleasant odor. And in one corner of the pool stands a tall, dirty, freestanding mirror on an oval frame. Floating in the water is a single, large lily pad. Creaky wooden floorboards are arranged in a 10-foot wide raised walkway around the pool. The entire room is made of these walkways. It's crowded with shelves and tables and stools in all shapes and sizes. Almost every available surface is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, and old junk. Dressing dummies are pushed together in one corner, and a wooden staircase spirals up from another corner. Besides the one that you entered from the south, there are 4 closed doors that lead away from the room.
I think Isaac's been standing right at the door and hasn't really walked in much.
Yeah, you're basically like right there, so...
Yeah, he's standing a bit back.
If Nico's still in fox form, she'll hop down off of Isaac. I'm assuming she's still up
Yep.
on Isaac. She'll hop down and like mid-jump morph back into herself.
Okay.
Well, that was super cool, and I totally remember doing all of that. Okay, so I am going to... I'll go over to the staircase and just like go up and like just take like a look up. Just take a look up it and see what I can see.
You trying to be quiet about this, or just walking over casual?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and make me a stealth roll.
See.
Okay.
Okay, first roll back. Let's go.
Let's go.
And can I ask you a question? So you're kind of more over to the west side of the room.
Yeah.
And pardon me, you're more toward the east side of the room. Are you walking up along the right or the left side?
I'm gonna walk up along the right side.
Sounds good. Okay.
Still? Yeah.
Stealth, please.
Okay. What's my heck? That's gonna be an 18.
An 18? Okay, so you're going to be able to move very quietly across the ground, and the floors beneath you are going to creak and groan just on that first push off, but then you're going to find your balance and the sound is going to evaporate. Anyone without the dexterous nature of a Kitsadria is probably in trouble here, as you manage to make your way between the places where it would creak and groan, your weight shifting along with the nails. And as you are making your way over, just one moment. There we go. All right, so you'll make your way to the spiral stairwell. As you are there, can you make me a perception roll to see if you can hear anything upstairs?
Oh no, it was cocked on an 18, but it was cocked and then I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
You think that you can hear the sound of whispering up above you in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
Nico. What are the rest of you doing?
Sarcyra's gonna, because she's still invisible. So the north, those are windows.
Those are windows, yes.
And the other sides are doors.
Yes, so those of you
so
who are not used to Roll20, the white tabs are the doors.
Okay. That is great.
And you can see the white tabs, right? Because I'm using the dynamic lighting
Kind
that
of,
the
yes.
mod...
Yes, it's
Roll20 set up the
edge.
dynamic lighting, not me. I usually give a little more wall space when I do it, so pardon that.
Yeah. It's
I
okay.
was gonna ask, how dark is it supposed to be in here? Because I'm getting really weird shadows in some really weird spots.
It is very dim, so you get
Okay.
shadows if you would be blocked by visibility. So, for example,
but there's nothing there on the map.
in the center of the room,
Yeah.
there's
I
a
have
10-foot high
visibility
well
cone
coming out of the
starting
ground.
here.
Yeah, there's a well.
Like there's a cone starting right where I pointed there. For me.
Oh.
It's just weird. It's weird spots of visibility weirdness. I don't know why, but so I was just trying to figure out how dim, like what could Wynn actually see.
Quite dim, actually. So,
Okay. So it's very gloomy.
it's very gloomy. In fact, it is. I gave you some low light just to be able to, so you'd be able to see just a little bit for ease. But the only light is streaming through these mossy windows to the north and the two to the south.
Okay.
So we're thinking like dusty, sketchy back area of an antique shop on the wrong side of where your grandparents live type of place. Like, you know, that the place where you would find like contracts for human souls, like that type of antique shop, that kind of dusty, dingy.
Yeah.
Well, I think Wynn's gonna work her way up kind of past Sassy up the right-hand side to the top corner of this room.
Yeah. Sassy, since she's invisible, will remind and be like, if anyone wants, I can kind of like go ahead and open doors. I have this for an hour, as long as I don't fight or have anything like cast any spells. I'm invisible, so maybe we can get the jump on Bavlorna or when she's here. So if you hear something, I'm here. And Sassy will also go in, like, investigate one of the doors that Wynn isn't going towards.
Wynn's
Nico-
not investigating the door, she's just investigating the room.
She's just investigating the room, okay.
Upon you saying, like, if you hear anything, Nico will just, like, raise her hand.
Okay,
And
Sassy.
she'll raise her hand and just, like, point up and then point to her ears. So she'll, like, tap her ears, like, trying to say, it's like, I'm hearing something.
So Sassy's gonna make her way towards Nico, kind of going along the right past the weird mannequins and going across the north and take a listen before going up.
Okay, you're gonna go up the
Get,
stairwell.
like, she'll kind of whisper, like, kind of like,
Are you
Sassy,
trying to walk
Nico.
quietly?
oh yeah.
All right. Anybody who is not walking quietly, please let me know. But everyone else, make me a stealth roll. Nico, you already rolled.
First roll with the dice that Hayden made. For Sarcyra.
Roll well, babies! Mama's counting on ya.
Ooh, that's a 7, so that's gonna be a 10. I'm gonna use determination if it's bought for me.
It
I
is.
don't
You have it
think
from
I-
last episode.
Sweet.
Well-
So that's going to be at...
I've got 2. I think I'm gonna go with the plain one first and see if that one works.
Go with the normal, the normal baby.
Not bad, not bad, not
bad.
bad.
What we get, baby?
That's gonna be 21. That was a 15.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, babies, you're doing okay.
Our shiny math rocks are not abandoning us.
Them click clacks.
So I think if that's a decent stealth roll, for flavor, I think Wynn does a little stumble, but catches herself without making any like extraneous sound. But it looks like she's gonna like knock something over.
Manages to trip over the creaky board.
Exactly.
Doesn't step on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you are going to be able to sneak around a bit. And Luthienne and Isaac, what are the two of you doing as these two make their way up? Just so that I have a sense of what's happening in the room.
Luthienne was also going to investigate, probably go towards the doll-like things at the top.
Oh, there is definitely something there to your liking.
Oh, I don't know if it's to her liking.
Oh, I think it is, actually.
These are quite creepy. Let's just get this done quickly and go. It stinks in here. I rolled a 17 for stealth.
Perfect. Isaac, what are you doing?
Considering he's standing at the door under the pretense of keeping watch outside, I rolled an 8 on stealth.
Okay. I'll just say that if you're just standing there, you wouldn't worry about it. So if you're over at the door. So... Sassy, go ahead and make me a perception roll to see what you can hear.
Okay, let's go.
Or are you actually going to go up to the next floor?
I think take a listen first and then go up, before.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
Oh no, Hayden, this dice rolled a 5. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay, you can't hear anything upstairs.
Okay, Sassy's gonna be like, should I go up?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Okay, because I'm invisible, so just like don't bump into me, because then they might hear us both.
I
Like,
will
wait.
Just little pop into fox form.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Give
Sassy,
me that good dance.
you start heading upstairs, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. When you said you were going to check some of the doors?
No, I'm going up to just kind of that top right corner where Luthienne's gone.
Okay. Now,
Wynn was heading her way there as well.
All right.
Because they looked like something was there.
yeah, actually, as you approach, you're going to see that there are 7 dressing dummies, like humanoid size and style. Although one of them has a few extra pieces of hardware, we'll say, attached to them. Extra arms on one of them.
And
but-
Wynn's still in her kind of Ray outfit, right?
Oh yeah, you're all dressed in your fancy
In our
clothes.
finery.
Finery.
Yeah, I figured.
Unless you decided to change in this room real quick.
No.
Okay.
Depends
Alright,
if
what
find
did we
something
get?
better.
What did we get? What did Nico wear? Did we figure out what
A very
Nico wore?
fancy ribbon. It's like a plaid ribbon. It's a rival clan. So
Hell yeah.
so as you're approaching, out of the 7 humanoid dressing dummies, 4 of them are medium size and 3 of them are small size. 6 of them are adorned with shoddy home-stitched garments that kind of look like they were made out of like catgut or secondhand yarn or the type of twine that you'd put your garbage in. Bits of waterlogged fabric is sewn together that kind of reeks with this mildewy, dank smell. However, on top of one of them is completely bare, just a dressing dummy, except for an ugly, shiny, like slick, kind of like it's made of like oilskin, a pointed black witch's hat. It's quite ugly, stitched up the side, like it looks like it's made of some type of skin, maybe bat wings or something else, but the stitching is absolutely horrendous. It looks like it even has like a little bit of a mouth stitched into the side so that it looks like it kind of looks like the Sorting Hat, I'm not gonna lie.
But with teeths.
Oh,
Yeah.
gods. No. She's gonna, like, turn away and... not touching that.
Wynn's gonna poke
Anyway.
You're gonna poke it. Okay. Let me just see. What's your armor class?
18.
Fantastic. Let's do this.
Oops.
18? Okay. There is going to be a flash of motion as the hat erupts, billows out into a tremendous creature that kind of looks like a manta ray mixed with a bat. It flares out going and is going to strike you. And as it does so, you are going to take... you can take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're going to be pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
Kind of toward the wall. And let us roll initiative for y'all.
Everything's a mimic.
There we go.
Okay. Wow, it does not want to have a high armor class.
Yikes.
Okay, go ahead and pop them in the chat.
Alright, this one die just wants to keep rolling 15, Hayden.
Nat 15. Okay. All right. Wow, this thing's initiative sucks. Wow, Christa, that is the highest initiative I've ever seen.
21. Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, so I've got
21.
okay, let me just look at everybody here. All right, so there is an explosion of motion, and that is going to be... All right, Isaac, you are going to go first, followed by Wynn, then Sassy, then we are down to Luthienne and Nico are acting at the same time, and then it's the hat, because I rolled a 3 with advantage. I rolled 2 3s. Because that's my life. So on
That was
the
meant to be.
it was not meant to be. This thing surviving. Okay, so it's going to burst to life. Isaac, on the other side of the room, you're going to see this thing billow out and snarl.
I'm gonna draw my hand crossbow and try to shoot it.
You absolutely may. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Oh God! All right, roll me double damage, please.
Oh, I only rolled a 5.
Only a 5 total, and did you add your dex on that?
Do I?
On a
I
hand
always
crossbow?
forget how this
Yep.
works on range.
You add your dex to damage, so.
So 8.
And you doubled your damage dice?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
All
rolled
right.
real bad.
So 8. Okay, you are going to slam, and welcome to the jam as you fire a bolt directly into the side of it. Is going to cough out a bit of purple and green veined blood onto the ground in a bit of a hack. And are you doing anything else with your action?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide. Because I'm a rogue and I can do that, right?
Yep, there's tons of crap
cunning
around here, so
action.
go ahead and make me a stealth roll.
Beauty.
All right.
Stealth roll of 10.
10? Okay, so you're going to kind of duck behind some of the detritus. Like, there's a big table right next to you that's covered in plates. You have the Lornling kind of bound and gagged next to you on the floor going... You kind of hide behind it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of places that you can hide. So you will do that. All right, Wynn, you are up. Sassy's on deck.
Alrighty. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Okay,
And
I liked this thing.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just jumping back and forth in the book to find my rules.
That's okay. We've had 3 combats in the entire game so
I keep
far.
having to remind myself of what my mobile feat does.
You're like, what am I, a monk?
Mobile, if you it gives you, I think, 15 extra feet of movement, and if you're engaged in melee combat, even whether you hit or miss, you can dip out.
Yeah, that's what I was checking on. That I didn't have to use Step of the Wind to disengage, and I don't.
No, you can just fucking leave. I love that
like
feat.
GTFO.
So much.
It's very good.
I love that feat.
All right,
It's
so
great.
that's gonna be 3 attacks. So Hayden, your dice, and Christa, your dice.
All right, let's
If I don't
fucking
fling them
go.
across the room, that would be great.
Bye.
And they're
There
gone.
it is.
Peace.
Okay. I am totally a competent D&D player, guys.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
D&D player is
Wow.
competent.
Ha.
All right, well, Hayden, you'll be thrilled to know that your dice rolled a 19 and a nat 20.
Woo!
What did I get? 2? 2?
You got a 16.
Ooh, better than I expected.
I put those dice in the right hands. I see.
What do my fists do again? My martial
Um,
arts die, I think?
Yes.
D4? All right. Which, by the way, everybody watching, the D4 from Hayden's set, you could kill a man with.
It's true.
Or you're going to kill the
You are
mimic.
literally going to kill a man with it.
All right.
Okay, so nat 20. What do I add to this? Okay, so that's 9 points damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then 6 for the second hit.
Okay.
And did the 16 plus my
The
dex mod,
16
so
will
30,
hit.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit, okay.
You have 3 hits.
That's 8 damage. So 9, 6, and 8.
Okay. Can you roll me a d8, please?
Sure, 1 sec. 1.
Okay. That is gonna happen. All right. So, how do you do this?
I think Wind kind of goes. Just kind of flails at it and then backs away.
All right. So you're gonna like strike it 3 times.
It's kind of out of sheer shock.
It is going to shriek, reach a hand toward. Well, oh, pardon me. It's going to reach a wingtip toward Luthienne, kind of as you punch a hole directly through it with your blazing fist of justice. You're going to notice this thing looks somehow longingly at Luthienne's hat, and then will suddenly go and fall to the ground with a tremendous as it turns to stone.
Oops.
That's why we don't touch things we don't know anything about. Especially when they look that disgusting. She's gonna like kick it.
It hurts.
Look like a hat.
Yeah, it probably hurts her toe, but she's gonna and try to not make it show on her face.
Isaac will lean out from behind the Lornling.
This is not being quiet, guys.
You're just gonna hear like a faint whisper from up the stairs. Everything okay?
We're fine. Thoroughly
Sexy
embarrassed, Luthienne's gonna go try to kind of take a look at other things around the room.
There's a door right next to you.
But she's gonna look and then she's gonna carefully peek around the door.
Okay.
Area.
As you're doing that, at the top of the stairs, the two of you, Sassy and Nico, are going to take a peek, and you'll find yourself in a hallway. Now, the walls of this dank hallway are covered with scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people. The figures include elves, humans, halflings, bullywugs, goblins, and many others. They're rendered in a variety of mediums, including paintings, etchings, sketches, watercolors. One is an incredibly glossy glam photo from the 80s that you won't recognize it as such, but it looks like kind of like one of the Japanese like pikuru images.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the ones where you can doodle on your own face. All are displayed in gaudy gilded frames. And a framed oval mirror, 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall, hangs in the middle of one wall. That's literally all that you see here at the moment. From here, you will notice as well that there are 3 doors that lead off. One to your immediate left, and down a hallway to your right, there are a pair of doors facing each other, perpendicular on either side of the hallway.
So we basically come up to like a hotel T, basically.
Basically,
like
yeah. You come
get
up
off the elevator.
into an L. You're walking down, and yeah, but there is no one up here, so you do not have to worry about like accidentally like bumping into somebody.
Do you think we should wait for the others? Yeah.
Yeah, she'll just nod.
Yeah. Can like Sassy hear anything better from the top of the stairs? About like where any sounds are coming from? If she like peeks her head. Her invisible, I'll remind. Head.
Go ahead and make me a perception roll.
Okay. Let's go, Sassy my lady. That is better. That is going to be That's going to be a 15.
A 15? You can hear kind of like muttering sounds, gurgling muttering, similar to the Lornling that, in fact, very, very similar. Well, you'd say the same voice as the one that you fought downstairs, off to one of the rooms down the hallway. You think the one at the end of the hall on the left, the south one? However, what is going to grab your attention more is the sound of a pair of voices on the door directly to your left. Just at the top of the stairs there. You'll hear two voices, one harsh and soft. Like very like... responds. It's coming from the room directly to your left. It's a deep, gurgling voice. It sounds like the Lornlings, but whereas they have kind of a high-pitched voice that's gurgle, this is a much deeper, like a fully matured Lornling. You think Bavlorna Blightstraw might be on the other side of that door. Who's she speaking with, though? And the conversation seems casual.
But they're speaking in like bullywug or something.
No,
like
they're
can't understand it.
Are you going to get a little closer to actually try to pick out the words?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, as you make your way toward that door, you are going to hear a bit of conversation. Well, your skin is looking particularly green today. What's your secret? Oh, shut up. I look horrible. I haven't been able to submerge myself in the pool in days now. It's... I'm sure that it's probably something brought down on me, a curse from one of my sisters. I hate them. Such bitches. Yes, well, I suppose that they are. Still, you should hear about what's happened to your sister recently. The one with the birdcage. Go on. Tell me. Tell me how they've suffered. Well, it's quite the story. And they will continue. It seems like a gossip session more than anything. Two voices are... If you can call Bavlorna's voice feminine, it seems like two feminine-voiced people. The other one is very harsh and thin, and if you would like, you can make me an insight roll. Both of you can, actually.
Okay. What's my... That's going to be a 19.
It's going to be only a 13 for me.
The harsh sound coming out of the stranger's voice reminds you vaguely of those two shopkeepers. A similar type of inflection and accent. The ones from the balloon. Meanwhile, as you're standing at the door listening in, downstairs, Luthienne, you said you're going to try the top door. Now, it struggles for just a moment, but with a little bit of a shoulder, it's going to swing wide open before you, revealing a fabric storage room. Scraps of cloth and bundles of yarn are piled throughout this small room. And when I say piled, I mean hoarder piled. On top of, on top of, on top.
Like.
I know, this is yeah, we've got several cosplayers here, we know.
Oh no, being called out.
But I would say there are reams of fabric here that have molded, that have rotted through in patches so that they look like a particularly pungent cheese. There are also fine silks. There are also unfine silks that are laced with moth eggs.
Ooh.
They're
I'm just gonna take a look. Maybe.
Sure,
look
you
at
can make me
some of
investigate roll.
Some of the fine silks.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting. Not great. Oh, that's a 7.
7 total?
Yep. Yep.
So you're peeking through the room. You're not going to be. You don't know enough about fabric to really know what's good and what's bad. But as you're kind of milling around through here, you're going to get a sudden prick at the tip of your finger.
Oh.
And looking down, you've pricked your finger on a needle jutting out of a quite large pincushion. In fact, there are 2 of them here buried in the fabric. 2 foot tall, 2 1 foot tall pincushions.
Well, that's dangerous. Who would leave that out there?
Taking a look at them, they're sewn into strange shapes, humanoid in fact. One of them is mounted on a tiny wooden rocking horse. The other has a pair of wooden wings.
How odd.
What are Isaac and Wynn doing?
Well, we're insistent on walking into this place. He's staying near the walls.
Okay.
So kind of walking to the right side where Wynn and Luthienne have been, and kind of maybe listening at the southernmost door.
Okay. At the southernmost door, sounds good. So at that door, yes, Wynn, you were going to say something?
Just otherwise, kind of Wynn's got her hands kind of tucked behind her back, just being like a little sulky. Just kind of picking up a candy cane out of her hair and eating that.
Sounds good.
Just kind of scuffing her foot a little.
It's actually licorice is what you grab. To add insult
Hell
to injury.
yeah.
Ugh.
I think I'm the only person.
I think you're the only person in the world that likes licorice.
No, I love
Yep.
black licorice.
Good.
Luthienne would not, but I do.
Nico
Alright.
would, because I do, and I need to have someone else.
No. Black licorice is just ugh.
Do you open that door, Isaac?
No, I'm gonna listen at it.
Okay.
Maybe if I don't hear anything, I'll open it.
Make me a perception roll to see if you hear anything, but at first listen, you hear nothing moving around inside of it.
Probably not. It's like a 8.
An 8? Nah, there's nothing in there. No, there's no one in there.
Of course there's no one in there. Yeah, I'll try to carefully open it.
Okay, you can make me a stealth roll.
Okay, we saw how well that went.
I did.
Oh, there we go, 20.
Unnatural or natural?
Unnatural.
Okay. As you start to open the door, it's going to start to creak really loudly as soon as you open it, and you're going to be able to kind of shoulder and lift. Kind of just barely open it with that 20. That was lucky.
He snuck out of a few places himself.
I bet. Well, much like the mayor's daughter's bedroom, this is a place of lesser goodies. A large cupboard stands alone in this dark room. Fine scrollwork frames the cupboard's 2 doors, which are bridged by a circular panel of dark wood. This panel is inlaid with a silver hourglass sigil.
Have we seen any of that before?
Well, you know that this coven is called the...
Hourglass, right. I'm gonna investigate that.
Make me an investigation check.
Cool. Let's try this one. What number is that even? That's a 9. And my investigate is +2, so 11.
Taking a quick peek at it, the cupboard looks like it can be... Like, the hourglass can be used to kind of swivel it around like a lock.
Okay.
You think it could be manipulated safely, though? You're pretty confident.
Okay, he's gonna take his lock picks out and turn it very, very slowly as he goes.
Okay.
Just to keep an eye, make sure it doesn't trigger anything.
All it triggers is the lock as you open it. There is a little and with barely a noise, the doors will swing open, and you'll see that inside the cupboard is divided in rows of smaller compartments, each one stuffed with pouches and other tiny containers. This is a rogue's dream right here. All the little things to steal. One of the containers, if you're going through them,
sure.
There is.
I'm here.
I might as well. I mean, thief's gonna thief, right? There is a teacup-sized ceramic cauldron.
Okay.
Inside of which there is a small scrap of paper with a word written on it. Spittle spew.
Okay. Does that mean anything to me?
No,
Like
not off the top of your head. It might, maybe it will later, as they say. Yes, Robin.
I forgot to ask this again at the beginning of the session because I believe you probably mentioned this last session, but it's been a while. Do Isaac and I feel any sort of pinging or pulling of where our stuff is? Like, do we feel that?
You know that it is here, but nothing beyond that. It is more of just a vague sense of impending presence.
Okay, cool. I just want to clear. I forget how it was described of how we felt this like pull to our lost stuff. So I just wanted to.
No, it's more if you left this place, you'd know that you would like that it was behind you.
That was there. Yeah.
It's more like you're inside of its radiation zone at this point, not that you're really being pulled toward it.
I'm in the AOE of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the AOE. So. What you are going to find inside of these drawers, if you're looking around, Isaac, are loose buttons of various shapes, colors, and materials, stray cutlery from all different sets, unopened love letters, not with Bavlorna's name on them. None of them have Bavlorna's name on them. No one's going to write her a love letter. Old frayed coiled belts, pressed flowers and loose dried petals, a horseshoe, feathers from various birds, of which at least one you're pretty sure is a kenku, and a chipped teacup. On top of that, can you roll percentiles for me, please?
Probably. $100.
Holy crap. Okay. It's always fun when they do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are going to find that there is one more thing inside of here. It is a music box.
Someone was looking for a music box, weren't they? No?
Maybe. I don't know.
No. Well, he won't open it unless it looks like there is something inside of it.
It doesn't look like there is.
It, okay. I was gonna say if it's just gonna open, he'll want to like stick a pin or something in the mechanic so it doesn't play music.
Sounds fair. Put like a bit of like thieves tape over it. I'm pretty sure that that's a thing.
Sure.
Thieves tape.
Totally a thing.
Another thing for when I finally write the book. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So, back in the hallway, back outside of the room as you're looking around here, Luthienne and Wynn, are the two of you doing anything?
Luthienne would give the room another once over and then probably head out if she just sees those weird things and she doesn't want to touch them because of what happened last time with the hat.
That's probably fair.
If Ivan and Luthienne were both in rooms and left Wynn all by herself,
Oh dear.
she's totally gonna open the door in the way next to her.
Okay, the door directly next to you is going to go, and it is a stairwell that leads up.
Oh, well, she has to explore that.
Okay.
She'll be very quiet.
A flight of rickety stairs runs along the outside of the cottage, with wooden doors at the top and bottom. A rickety railing hugs the edge of this stairwell, which looms above the foggy lake. In fact, you might actually be, I don't know if Wynn is afraid of heights, but looking down from this, you might get a sense of...
She was fine on that bridge.
Was she? Okay. Then, you wouldn't have the chance to feel that vertigo anyway, because after about 20-ish feet, fog obscures everything you can see anyway, but you can hear the sound of the air pressure coming down from the ground, or coming up from the ground, I should say. A steady droning sound comes from a shadowed corner above the door at the top of the stairs.
What's there?
Can you make me a perception check? Actually, can you do this with, no, tell me what you get. Tell me what you get.
Okay, because it was good.
Huh?
24.
24? As you're looking up, you're going to see that the second and third step from the bottom are rotted. They're not capable of taking your weight.
That's the second and third ones from
From you.
Okay. Can I dodge them?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just do a wide step. You're a monk.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
All right. As you're working your way up, you be able to make your way kind of up the stairwell. Are you trying to be stealthy while you're doing this?
Oh, well, of course.
Okay. Then go ahead and make me a stealth roll. And if you're trying to avoid those two steps, I'm going to raise your difficulty a little bit, but let's see what you get. 19, okay. So you're going to be able to climb your way up the stairwell, and as you do, at the shadowy corner at the top of the stairs, outside of the next door, you are going to see a 7-foot long, 5-foot wide wasp nest.
Wynn's gonna very cartoonishly try to step back over those rotted steps and do the tiptoe back down the stairs.
Okay. I will say part of the door is blocked by this. So if you open the door, like from either trying to leave the room on the other side or trying to get into it, you would hit the wasp's nest and disturb it.
From up. Not the one that I came in.
Not the one you came in, no. But the one that you were headed towards is like half covered with a wasp's nest. Which is honestly the size of a very large man in a sleeping bag.
As I said.
Okay.
Backing away.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Roll me a d20, just one. I want to see how lucky you are.
Oh no,
Alright,
not
so I
win.
roll with Christa's one?
Roll with
Dude,
Christa's.
absolutely.
Yes.
Not very lucky.
What'd you roll? 3. Cool. You're going to take a step back, and you're going to miscount your steps. I need you to make me a dex save.
Oh, fuck. Alright, Christa's died. Don't kill me. $15.
15. Those of you who are inside of this floor, Luthienne, as you're backing out of that room, you're going to realize that Wynn is not there, and the smell of this mildewy presence and the dimness of the room is actually lightened significantly. A door has been opened out into this walkway, and as you kind of...
Oh no.
You're going to hear...
Both lean around the door.
Right as you hear... And Wynn drops through one of the steps on this external rickety railing and is going to catch herself just by her fingertips and is dangling hundreds of feet in the air above this pond.
Isaac will run to help.
Okay.
She's gonna actually kind of like hold on and then do it really quick and then grab it back again. Wasps.
Do Luthienne and I, if we are Luthienne, are you running too?
Yeah.
Okay. So the floors are going to kind of
wasps.
Yeah, they're a good 20-something feet away from you. But if you have a phobia of wasps, like, so basically, like, you walk out, and, like, you walk out, and then you walk up a stairwell, and the door at the top of the stairs is blocked by a giant wasp nest.
Got it.
I mean, I don't know that Wynn necessarily has a phobia, but that's a 7-foot-long wasp nest.
If you didn't before.
That's a fuck ton of wasps.
Yeah.
Or large wasps. What are the other?
Potentially.
Or both. Why not both? Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I'll run and try to grab her hand.
Okay, yeah, you'll be able to grab her and start and like pull her up easily. She caught herself. She probably could have done it herself with a bit of work, but like, it's better with friends. All right, so
I'll kind of push her back to the door and like make eyes at Luthienne of like,
So we don't let her out of our sight again, right?
I guess we'll have to
We've
take
been just
turns babysitting the
eating some more
child.
candy at this point.
yeah, just kind of slowly push her out of the room.
as you head back inside, upstairs, Nico and Sassy are going to hear the sound of kind of china clanging off of each other, like a tea party is in session on the other side of the room. How is it? Are you enjoying yourself? Oh, it's quite nice. Very bitter. Is this nightcap? Plucked it myself. Well, so to speak. Shut up! Shut up, you! Is it strange being surrounded by tiny little yous all day? Why? It's the only way to get intelligent conversation. When present company is excluded, of course. What do? You're out in the hallway there, and you can hear something is happening down the hall a little bit. Like it seems like there are people in a side room as well. But overall, what's going on? What are you up to?
I have a weird idea. And
Okay.
it falls under perception, but it's a weird idea. I would like to get, like, really low as my little foxy and, like, right at the bottom. And I'd like to just, like, sniff. I'd like to make a sniff perception check.
Okay.
And see if I smell anything weird or off or anything, like, that might smell like poisons or anything.
Yeah,
Anything
you
that
can
could tip us off.
give me a perception roll with disadvantage because you are trying to, like, you're at a weird angle, but you got a fox nose, so you get a perception bonus at least.
Sassy's gonna use
Not good. Not good. Could be worse. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. It's only gonna be 11. It's not good.
11? Okay, so smelling into the room, what you are going to smell is rotten food, dirty dishes. You're going to smell old leather and mold. You're going to smell that scent of... Have you ever been... Okay, I'm not going to ask this because this is not something you want on camera, but imagine that you've gone urban spelunking in condemned buildings before, potentially ones that have been flooded, potentially ones that have had bathtubs that have been flooded and left there to overgrow. That is the smell that you are getting.
She'll back up and just, with her little paws, like, you know when dogs and they, like, rub their nose, like, bleh, that, just gonna do that. Not just because it smells bad, but also to tip Sassy off that it smells fucking right.
okay. Yeah, I think Sassy's gonna, because it lasts a minute, so if they're kind of being undetected, Sassy's going to take out a little bell and some silver wire and cast alarm on the door.
Okay.
And so then if it opens and they walk out, it will ping Sassy to if they're moving, so then maybe they can potentially
Figure out what's going on.
figure out what's going on, and then we can get a notice if Bavlorna's on the move, if she's, trying to use logic, unless like Bavlorna's suspicious and would want to teleport around. Sassy would think that she would just like walk around her cottage like a normal person.
All right, so you can go ahead and cast that.
Cool, so her invisibility will drop. But I feel like that is a good use of that spell.
Actually, I'm going to spend, someone paid for something good happens. So as you are reaching up to cast that spell, so right before your invisibility drops, you are going to hear come from the door behind you, down the hallway on the south. It's going to open with a clatter, and two Lornlings, these little mutated frog women, are going to kind of suss out of this, what looks like some type of, getting a glance at it, kind of a fairly large room, a grand room maybe, and they are ushering down the hallway with a chipped teapot that is overflowing, kind of sloshing as it moves, with like what looks like tea that's been brewed out of swamp water. It smells like a fart, for lack of a better explanation. Like, it's got that sulfurous, like base lower body smell, and they're kind of like struggling to carry it together. It's quite a large pot, about the size of like one of those novelty piggy banks or a basketball, and they are kind of carrying it together like kind of like an old married couple with like bags of groceries, right? And they're gonna start like just shut up, Rob, get the door, and they're gonna try to like push through the door on the other side of you. Nico, you can make me a stealth roll.
Yee. Okay, rolling fucking dice my friend Don made for me, so hopefully, yeah. Okay, baby. Okay. That's gonna be a dirty 20, baby.
A dirty 20, that'll be my passive.
A dirty 20.
Okay, so when you hear them coming, you can hide around the corner, and kind of like lose line of sight. And they are going to press forward and get the door. I'm trying to get the door. You get the door, stupid. No, you get the door. And are going to kind of like try to not spill the tea. They do spill the tea a bit on the floor, kind of sloshes, and this kind of slug-like material goes onto the ground. You're not sure what it is. You're not sure you want to know. It might actually be a slug, because after a moment of hitting the ground, this kind of soggy tea bag shaped, well, textured thing will start going and start inching its way along the floor like a caterpillar with the full back arch. They are going to be able to, at that point, go and open the door to the next room and waddle their way in.
So the door that is near us?
The door that is near you. So they have left the door to the south. So they were down at whatever door that is that you heard kind of the whispering coming off from. And they have advanced into this room to, looks like, deliver some tea.
Can Sassy try and make her way into the door?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can just make me a dex check.
Okie dokie. What is my dex? It's been a while. There's my dex. Okay. Hayden, let's roll this dice. Oh boy. Shout out to the 2 crew. That's gonna be a 5.
It's not my fault, baby. I passed it off to you. It's
you
your
did.
energy in that dice, baby.
Okay.
That ain't me. You know what? I'll blame my friend Carrie. I let her roll them. She cursed them. It's Carrie's fault.
Oh.
Gurstum.
Okay, so as you take a step, you are going to make it inside of the room, and one of them is going to swing their foot back and kick the door shut, and it's going to go and smack into the side of you. You're not going to have to say anything when you're going to be like, oof, but it is going to smack into you. Your invisibility is not going to pop, But one of the Lornlings is going to kind of pause carrying the tea. Carry the tea, stupid. She's right here. She's right here. She's listening to us. But the door, it's stuck. I'm trying to... Leave the door and bring the tea. Bavlorna kind of growls at them from across the room. I don't care if the door is stuck. Bring me the tea! And all of you are going to hear this as you step back inside downstairs. Someone is shouting upstairs. Bring the tea! But yes, you
nod towards the stairway at Luthienne and Win, and start moving that way.
Nodding back, and we'll follow.
Nice. The door is right there. So Sassy, you're being whacked by the door. Nico, there's a momentary distraction. Are you going to try to sneak in as well, or play it by ear?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to scuttle into the room.
Okay, make me a stealth roll with disadvantage because.
Okay. Hubyo. And the hubyo. That's going to be 6.
Okay, sounds good. I believe that you actually would be rolling flat though because you're in your Kitsadria form.
You're right. So that would have been. But yeah, no, it'd still be.
You just re-roll the whole thing.
Cool. I was like, I think I rolled an 8 on the second one.
No, just roll the whole thing again.
Okay, that's much better from just rolling flat. That's just gonna be a heckin' 23.
A 20. Let me check my passive perception.
You're so kind to me today, DM.
Well, it's your engagement present.
Aw, thanks, man.
Passive perception. Yeah, my passive perception isn't 24.
Woo!
22 only. Damn. Okay.
Oh.
No, wouldn't that be great though? So as you, Nico, you're gonna hunker into the room and immediately dart around the corner and find yourself kind of at the base of a stairwell. Now, to give you an example of what this room looks like, right now you have entered what is a large study, actually. Two creatures are having a conversation over tea in the middle of this room. The first figure is seated in a time-worn armchair. She's tall. A lean woman of gray complexion, dressed in black with a wide-brimmed hat. The other figure is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. They're clad in a shapeless garment and sits on one end of a love seat with its legs pulled up beneath it. Flies flit in and out of its mouth as it talks. It hangs agape when it isn't speaking. Two tiny versions of that creature cling to it like pets, while two others drop a tea set off in front of them and scurry out of the room as quickly as possible. Now, this room is filthy. Dirty dishes and bits of discarded food lie everywhere. The furniture was maybe once fine quality, but now it looks like the kind of stuff you'd find on the side of an interstate. In the swamp, like a flooded interstate, perhaps. The stains of mysterious origin model every surface. It's like there are wars between different patches of stained material. The red stain against that bluish-green stain, like they're kind of vying for control on a battle mat. Set with its back to the wall, in one corner is a hulking wooden cabinet. Sturdy legs support the bottom of the cabinet, 6 inches above the floor. And to the south, decrepit wooden staircases. Decrepit wooden staircase lines the floor beneath. So that's kind of where you are right there. You kind of bounced around the corner. There's a door on the other side of the room that goes through from the looks of it, and one on the southern wall as well. Now the room inside of here is dimly lit, but there is light. Okay.
Okay.
And did you step outside so they could shut the door eventually? Sassy?
Oh yeah, I would have stepped. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Stepped inside more to the room. Yeah, she would have.
Okay, sounds good. Can you make me a stealth roll as you do?
Yes. Come on. Be an invisible sneaky sneak. Okay, that is not bad. That's gonna be a 19.
19? Mm-hmm. All right. So you'll be able to step without much trouble at all. And get out of the way as they drop the tee off and... Be gone! Get out of here. I don't want to see you while I'm having my private conversations. And the two other Lornlings that are not clinging to her thighs are going to skitter out of the room. And the door's going to shut. The rest of you who are downstairs, as you are looking around and hearing the sound of that shouting, are you making your way upstairs quickly or quietly?
Luthienne would be doing it pretty quietly, though kind of matching Isaac's quietly and more slowly, more measured. But while she's doing it, she is going to take something, just like an extra skirt or something out of her bag and rip off a piece so that she can tie it around her face, because she does not trust this place one bit, and that will make her feel better.
That's fair. That's
It
fair.
is disgusting.
It is really disgusting, and you're a high elf.
Oh,
You got better places to be.
exactly. We've got standards.
It's true.
I do have better places
I'll
to be. I'd have to go through here.
make my way relatively quickly.
Okay.
But still, stealthing for all intents and purposes.
Sounds good. You can, as a rogue, you can stealth as a bonus action, so go ahead and just give me a flat stealth roll. To kind of,
I'm not good at it. 12.
12?
Slightly better, though.
Okay, so you're going to creak up the stairwell, and as you do, you are going to see just the tail end of a pair of these little Lornling creatures rush down the hallway and into the next room. And 12, you say. Let's see if they're paying attention. They just got yelled at. They're not. You are going to see that a door shuts directly to your left here. Mm-hmm. And you find yourself in a hallway that kind of junctions off down to the right with a pair of doors leading off. The Lornlings go through the southern door and vanish.
Okay.
Now, where were we? You will hear through the wood of the door to your left.
Okay. Isaac will turn around to the other two and kind of put a finger up and then lean towards the door. Listen.
What do you all do?
Well, Isaac was telling us to be quiet, so...
We're listening.
I apologize for... Those two are not my favorites. Not like you or you. For those of you who are inside of the room, Bavlorna leans down and pets the Lornlings that are clinging to her shins. Such good ones. So, what is the purpose of your visit? Perhaps we should get down to brass tacks? I just wanted to pay proper respects. We were traveling through town, trying to do a little bit of mercantilism, and it seemed only natural to want to visit the great Bavlorna Blightstraw. I did hear that there was a bit of a kerfuffle recently. Is that true? Yes. What do you...
I was wondering if I could make an insight check on the shopkeeper. Like, is
Yes,
she,
you absolutely may.
Yeah, is she trying to bullshit her way through? Or
Yes, you absolutely may. Let's do that.
Awesome. That's gonna be a 19.
She was much more quick about speaking before this came up, and she seems like she's really stalling for time.
Okay.
She's like, well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We traveled here and heard some rumors coming from deeper in Prismere. Your sister... Did I tell you what happened with your sister's most recent toy? We should really get to business. But go on. Did it make her suffer? Oh, that's the best part. The two of you, as you are there, I want both of you to make me a... Actually, what is your passive perception?
I believe it
14.
is 15.
Force of 15, okay. And then I also need to know something else as you are looking at both of them. I'm assuming that Nico is kind of glancing around the corner whenever she can. So please give me... you said 14 and 15 for your passive perceptions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really strange, actually. The room is not well lit. It has one window that's kind of like diffusing this green light, this damp light that makes you feel kind of icky as it slimes through the window. But it's enough that you can see that there are people, there are places, there are things in this room, there are outlines. And one of the things that you will not see that you expect, directly coming away from this darkling, which, just for reference, that is what we're talking about. And so, Nico, you're kind of hiding underneath the stairwell right over her shoulder. So hiding between the steps and looking up in this dimly lit kind of blue-green room. The light is directly behind her, and yet she doesn't have a shadow. Can I get both of you to make me a perception roll? Sight-based, if it matters.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
Ooh, that's not gonna be great. That's gonna be... Yeah, 4.
A 4?
I mean, that's gonna be... I add 4 to that. It's gonna be an 8.
An 8? Okay. So, Sassy, you're just going to notice this off the bat, and it's going to kind of give you a bit of pause for a second. But, Nico, as you notice this, you are going to see that the ground in front of you on the step, you were able to hide really well. It's a very shadowy area. And then slowly it stops being as shadowy as a humanoid shadow that is laying across the stairwell as a blob begins to slowly flow its way up the stairwell, which is kind of like pulling a sheet away from you. So you'll have to hunker down to hide a bit better. Give me a dex save to do that. Which you will have, I believe, advantage for.
Yee.
I think it's only ability checks, but go ahead. Give it to me.
It was a dex save
Dex save, please.
with advantage. So it's going to be 21.
21, so you're going to hunker down, and you're going to see this living shadow slowly just kind of undulate, crawl up the stairs, step by step, heading up into the attic. What are the three of you doing outside of this room?
You said there's other doors, yeah?
There is a door to the north and the south, just down the hallway here.
Okay, well, we don't know that Sarcyra and Nico are in there.
It's
true. I am going to head towards the two doors and go try the left-hand door.
Oh, so the one to the north or the south?
The south.
Okay, the one you saw them go into?
I did see them go. Sorry,
Yes.
I thought we saw them go into the room with Bavlorna.
No, they had just left that room and had gone to the
Okay,
south.
then not that one.
Okay.
the north one.
That's okay. All right.
We will tiptoe along behind you.
I need stealth rolls from everybody who is making their way down the hall.
My stealth rolls have been 5, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
Be 13.
13
I
total?
think I might be forcing things because Christa, your dice have betrayed me with an hour.
oh no.
I think Wynn trips over a little upraised part of the floor or something. Like one floorboard popped up just a little bit, she catches and just tumbles.
Oh shit.
You know what? I'm going to say this place is so rotted out, you're going to actually have another issue where you take a step forward and one of the floorboards is just going to and you're going to sink into it.
She's gonna yelp.
Okay. All right. Can I get an initiative?
She was not expecting that in the slightest.
An initiative roll off you all. So that's about there. So can I get an initiative roll off of everyone, please? You can choose whether or not to engage in this, but let's do this. Pop it in the chat. And let's see.
Alright, Christa, your fucking dice.
Oh, hey, you know
Guess what I
my
rolled this
dice?
time? Nat fucking 20.
Okay.
It's my super energy about getting bad dice. It's like in the last Deadlands game where I was like, yes, please, Snake Eyes, kill me, please.
Yeah.
It's like
Totally
chaos.
worked. Yes.
Complete their chaos
way or
dice,
the
which
other.
suit Wynn very well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've got Wynn, Nico, Luthienne. Then I've got Lord 1, Lordling 2, Sassy, and then let me just check a stat real quick. Oh wait, I tagged it because I'm smart. Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Then we've got Isaac, and then we've got. Okay, all right.
How
So
was I
there,
not the last?
you are not last. I rolled 2 3s.
Amazing.
Again. That's what happened last time.
Yep. It's sad, but true. Oh no, so right, I rolled 2 2s this time, so that's even better. All right, so Wynn, you're going to crash through the floor. What do?
Okay. Now, these are 5 foot wide hallways, and you said 10 foot tall unless you say otherwise?
Yes.
Alright. Can I get my foot out of the hole?
Mm-hmm.
Do a little jump and wedge myself up against the ceiling?
You can always try. Give me an acrobatics
Because
roll.
shit never looks up. I want to drop on them like death from above. I figure
Okay.
I have about 5 seconds before they come crashing back out of that room.
You can make me acrobatics, or you can make me deception dexterity.
I would like acrobatics, please.
Okay.
That is gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you are going to hop up and kind of hide up above. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I think just readying for, basically, if one of those Lornlings or something comes back, I can drop on it with, like, fist flying.
All right. Sounds like an excellent plan.
Or, like, just feet first.
All right.
Just death from above, feet first.
So, Nico, as you see this living shadow writhe its way up into the top floor, as soon as you see it pass over you and kind of, like, track its movement, you're going to hear from the hallway outside, and then everyone in the room is going to, like, snap their heads and look into the hallway at the sound of this crunching wood. What do you do?
And I'm still ooh.
They're looking toward the door. You could theoretically try to go up the stairwell, too, if you wanted.
I'm gonna try to, that's kind of what I was leaning towards.
Okay.
If they're distracted,
Yeah, give me a stealth
I'm gonna
check.
try to stealth my way up. All right.
And, I'm going to give it to you. You're doing it in line of sight, but I'm going to give it to you flat. So...
Okay. That's gonna be a fucking 23.
23, you are able to climb up the stairwell, and you are going to find yourself in a different place in just a second, actually. So we will... let me just get you up there, actually. So you are going over to there. Climbing up the stairs, you're going to round the top corner of it, and as you do, you are going to find yourself in... Oh, God. Looking around, you see the bed looming in front of you. You see a ball of light that bobs above the rafters and casts shadows along the walls of the room. A pile of straw. Well, it's not really a mattress. You're in Bavlorna's bedroom. And the shadow is creeping along. We'll continue with you in just a moment. Luthienne, what do? You hear the sound of wind crash to the floor and then leap up and climb into the ceiling?
Oh dear. Okay. It looks to be like there's another door.
There is a door to the north, right above where the Lornlings vanished into.
Okay. Is there another door?
There is the door into the place that they just entered. Oh, pardon me. So they left one room and they went into another room. So there is a door to the north and the south, and then there's a door to your immediate left, which is what they exited earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold an action because it looks like they can't immediately see me.
Okay,
If
so
they
you're kind
exit that room.
Yep, you're around the corner.
And I'm going to level my crossbow so that if I hear them step out of the room, the Bavlorna and co, I'm going to shoot at them with my crossbow.
Sounds good. All right.
I got you in my sights thing.
Sounds good. So held action. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And you're going to get that chance for that held action immediately because the door is going to open and one of these little Lornlings is going to step out and look around kind of confusedly.
Oh, no. Sorry, I meant Bavlorna in the
okay, that door.
Room.
Okay.
Yeah, that door. Sorry, other door.
So one of these little Lornlings is going to step out, look around. Let's do a perception roll. Is going to look up directly above the door, look down at the hole, completely bypassing Wynn, and go, what? And is going to, this door opens inward, so is going to take a step and then turn and notice Isaac.
What? I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I'm right down the hallway.
Yeah, you're right at the end. So he's gonna it's gonna look to the right and go, what? And then go, what? And look up at you with like this startled look and is going to snarl and try to take a swing at you.
Wonderful.
Because that's what it do. It is going to make an attack roll against you with its dagger. Boop. Boop. And okay, that's going to be 2 hits. It lashes its dagger out 3 times at you, twice finding purchase in you as it blurs and is going to... Literally the lowest I could roll. That is going to be... Oh, God. That is... the first one is going to slash you for 7 points of piercing damage. Or it's going to pierce you for 7 points of piercing damage. And the second one is going to follow up and hit you for 7 points as well.
So 14 total.
14 total. Do you have any, I forget, is it level 2 or level 3 that you get the ability to take half damage from something you can see? Or is that level 4?
I'm pretty sure that's next level because I don't have it written down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's level 3.
Okay. All
or
right.
Level
so
5.
I think it's level 5. I don't.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Yes. 5.
Yeah.
Cool. That's me not playing a rogue nearly as often as I'd like to.
I play them regularly, so if you have question, let me know.
Okay, I will, Fran. So it's going to shriek and stab you twice. And as it does so, it's going to snarl. The one behind it is going to snarl as well, but unfortunately, it cannot reach you through the door. So it's going to attempt to do a tumble. It's going to kind of push through its friend and move down the center of the hallway, kind of looking both directions, keeping a knife out. And is going to raise its voice in this horrible froggy scream. Sassy, it is your turn. What do you do?
So does Bavlorna is like looking towards the noise or
yes, absolutely.
Couch? Okay, cool. Sassy's going to cast Burning Hands at this bitch.
Okay. All right. In that case, let me just change this music then.
Starting the fight without us.
Oh, you'll see it. She's like looking at the door. The fire will be there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take this opportunity where she's hopefully gonna maybe do this deck save with disadvantage.
You know what? I'll allow that if you're invisible. Are you going to try to hit the Darkling as well?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone, so.
But you could aim it toward the door and miss her if you wanted to.
I mean, if I got the fact that she was casting no shadow, would Sassy have made a logical leap that she might be invisible or casting like an illusion?
Maybe. That is a very valid thing that could have been happening, actually.
Just also something that might have occurred because we've all lost things. Potentially it's something that Bavlorna took from her.
That's true. You play it how you want to play it. I'm down with whatever.
Yeah, I think Sassy's gonna be focused more on Bavlorna and trying to get that like surprise round, basically. Like,
okay, so you're gonna focus on Bavlorna, not on
and the
her,
door.
her guest?
Yeah, kind of
okay.
like.
Sounds good. And all right, that is a success.
Really?
I rolled an 18 and a 20
Oh,
with disadvantage.
Ah, damn.
So what was my DC?
15.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have a -3 on deck save.
Darn.
I am sorry. Do I take anything?
Yeah, you'll take half. It's a first level spell,
Okay.
so you'll take half. That's why I was like, let's try this, because if it hits, there'll be a lot of fire damage. So that's 10 points, so I'll be 5.
Okay, 5 points.
Half.
All right.
She's no
An
longer
explosion
invisible.
of fire rips out into the room and is actually going to strike this door. Let's just see. Roll me damage for the door.
Math. 7.
7? Okay, I'm going to say that the door catches fire and that you are going to see that, like, light is going to start streaming through holes in the door as it's on fire for those of you who are in the hallway. As what sounds like a wave of fire erupts in the next room over.
And could I try and, like, sneak into...
No sneaking.
Okay, but run into, like this, like, I see there's a door here.
You could run there, you could run back into the hallway through the flaming door, you could run upstairs. What do you want to do?
I think she'll probably go towards the closest door, which probably the kind of north one.
Okay, bursting through that door, you're going to turn, burst through it, and as you do, slivers of light are going to enter through cracks in the shutters that cover 3 tall windows here. The light reveals the shapes of several pedestals. On each one rests an object with a patchwork cloth draped over it. Wilting ferns and crumbling clay pots give the room an earthy smell, and it is covered with a layer of straw. And as you enter, you are going to start hearing from each of these pedestals. As something inside of each of them, you'll hear the sound of rattling metal. Bird cages? So you're going to hop inside of that room. And we are down to Isaac. Isaac, it is your turn. What do you do, friend?
Disengaging and going into that other room and hiding.
Okay, so the one to the north?
Yes.
All right. Dropping into that room, you are going to find yourself up in... a dusty, uncluttered room, the only one in the house. Several shadow boxes hang on the wall on the other side of a modest bed with moldering linens. And it looks like one of the shadow boxes is broken. And as you're hiding down, you'll see that most of the shadow boxes contain mummified pixies, kind of like those like little voodoo dolls you can get out of vending machines.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, like the little yarn ones. But yeah, you'll be able to drop inside of there and hide. You're using the disengage action to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just say that you can get in there and shut your door. And all right, so that is everybody. So back over into the main room. the speaker, the guest, I should say, is going to lean forward and kind of duck out of the way back as the fire erupts, and is going to say, "You've got a bit of a problem here, it seems. Do you need help? I'm happy to assist a host for consideration." And at that, Bavlorna is going to snap a look around the room, and you're all going to hear, "What act of desperation compels you to enter my home, little darling?" And she's going to give pursuit. As you are inside of this room, Sassy, the door is going to burst open. How far into the room did you make it?
Sassy would have just kind of been hiding just kind of like around the corner of the door just to try and like hope she didn't see her go in there in the burst of flames, but I guess also. So she was just trying to hide, like just be out of sight.
Okay, you can make me a stealth roll with with disadvantage because you did your action for the spell.
That's fine. I'm gonna use my last because we haven't long rested in yages. I'm gonna use my last restore balance to give me just a flat roll.
Okay.
Okay, stealth. That is gonna be a 15.
15. Okay. Bursting into the room, she is going to take a look around. Now, where are you hiding? Behind one of these pedestals?
Yeah, probably. She probably would have like ran kind of. Like how tall are these pedestals? Like fairly tall?
I'd say they're about 5 feet tall.
Okay, so yeah, she probably would have just ducked between like two of the ones like right by the door and kind of just like tried to like be sneaky tiefling.
All right, sounds good. As you are looking, as you're kind of hiding there, she's going to stalk into the room and kind of crouching as she goes. I can smell you. Why did you try to burn me? You smell familiar. Oh, are you here for a trinket? I could give you something. Just come out. And she's going to round a corner, and the bird gauge to the north here is going to rattle to the ground as a ray of withering, sickened energy is going to fire out of her fingertip and shatter it. The pedestal's just going to collapse to the ground. The bird, which is this undead, stitched together monstrosity of like a hawk's head on like a parakeet's body, is going to be like, rah, rah, rah. Oh, shut up.
I love it. I love it so much. That's amazing.
That Lornling, there should be 2 of these guys. One sec. Boop. All right. The Lornlings are going to... one of them is going to scurry to the south, another is going to back up Lorna, and is going to take its action to look around the room. And as it does, you're going to hear, Mama! And you're going to feel like the hem of your coat being pulled on by a Lornling as it grabs you and goes, yeah, and points up at you. That's its entire action, is locate tiefling.
Sassy's trying to like bat it away from her tux because of course she's wearing the powder blue tux.
Oh, the powder blue tux, yep, which gives you advantage on stealth, of course.
Naturally.
No,
perfect.
Obviously not. So this Lornling's going to try to open this door and go after the other. Okay. There is going to be a shriek of pain as this door swings completely wide and the Lornling pushes it open, and suddenly you have a Lornling that walks into the hallway right in front of you. Luthienne, it is on fire. It botched its roll to safely open the door. Would you like to take your action to shoot this thing?
Caitlan feels bad, but that's what Luthienne was going to do. She was going to assume it was Bavlorna, so...
It's...
Here we are.
A Lornling is literally... So take a look at this photo.
Yeah.
That is literally the Lornlings. These little things clinging to her. Like, they're just tiny versions of her. I didn't realize they were that tiny. I thought they were, like, quarter-sized, not, baseball or softball-sized.
Teensy little... Pew. Okay, well let's give it a shot,
Yeah.
so to speak.
God damn, they're tough though.
That's 25 to hit.
All right, how do you want to do this? I know your stats. There is no way this thing can survive a called shot with your dex. Not after the fire damage it just took.
Oh god. Just instantly it opens the door and there's an arrow. I mean, a bolt.
It's going to collapse to the ground, and just its leg will kind of go twitch, twitch, twitch. All right, that is the end of this round. Top of the end. Oh, actually, can you do me a favor and roll me a d8, please?
Oh yeah. An 8.
Okay, it is going to collapse to the ground, and you shoot it directly through the head, and as it collapses to the ground and twitches its death throes, there is going to be like this little like tinkle, tinkle, tinkle kind of like pixie dust sound, and then it's going to pop out of its head. It's going to go and come back to life. And it's going to point at you. Win, it is your turn, so you're hidden up in the ceiling. What would you like to do?
I would like to land on the one closest to me with both feet and then punch it. So flurry of blows.
That sounds great.
1 foot, 2 foot fist.
All right, go ahead. So do me a favor. Roll. I would suggest rolling your attack separately.
Okay.
Because
so
first foot.
That's I rolled a 19.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll me damage.
Okay.
I would not suggest this if I didn't know these things hit points.
Max damage 8 points.
Oh.
Stomp.
All right. So yeah, because you guys haven't seen these things. Max 8 damage. Okay, this thing is almost dead. It does see you coming now, so I need you to do me a favor and roll me with disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
These things are too quick.
Uh, 16.
16. That is a hit. Roll me damage. Actually, you know what? Don't bother. I know you cannot roll less than 2 hit points. So how do you do this? So you land on it, plant your foot in it, and then how do you finish it?
I think just like she comes down, kind of like one leg up, like she kind of pushes off and down. So she comes back with like 1 foot tucked up, so her knee bent, and the other leg straight. Lands on it with 1 foot, and then brings the other foot down really firmly.
Oh, it's going to go and splat into the ground horribly. Okay. Can you roll me a d8, please?
1.
It is going to immediately turn to stone, and you're going to stub your toe a little bit as you kind of splat it. There's going to be like a slight tinkling sound as well, like the area around here kind of reacts strangely. The ground will undulate beneath this thing, almost cartoonishly, and bonk! It's dead and stone.
Okay.
And there's one more directly in front of you.
And can I use my last flurry of blows on that?
Yes, you can. That's why I was saying roll separate.
Okay, so you can actually split flurry of blows up.
I believe so. You can split your first attack up. So you spend a key point and
make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yeah, you can always split your attacks up unless it says otherwise.
Cool.
This is why monks
then I'll punch the one right in front of me.
Because like literally as a monk, you can jump into the center of a group, flurry of blows, and stunning fist an entire circle of people if you have enough key points. It's amazing.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, you're literally the pause button for the entire fight. You're like boop 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 boop.
Okay, so I was gonna land on top of the one that I killed.
Yeah. So you just ride it to the ground. Okay, good.
That puts me close enough to punch the other one in the face.
Yes, it does.
So I'm gonna do that. Do I have to disadvantage that one?
Yes, it can see you coming, so you'll all have disadvantage on fighting these things because they're so quick. Unless they're incapacitated or their speed's 0, which I'm going to assume being on fire and getting shot the second I walk through a door counts. What'd you get?
1 sec. 19.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Awesome. 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. You're going to hurt this thing nice and proper. You're going to kind of like smash it against the ground as you hit it, and it's going to... It's going to make this horrible shrieky noise up at you. Nico. It is your turn. So as you reach the top of the stairs and look into this room, you are going to see that there is something that is happening on the main floor now. It looks like a fight's broken out.
Of course it has. Okay, is the shadow thing still in here? Can I
Yes,
see
it is.
Still kind of moving around.
So let me move you up so you can see what is going on here. So inside of this room, you are going to...
I cannot see. It is dark for me.
You should move up to where your figure is.
Oh, my fucking...
I moved you because you were upstairs.
Oh, you did move me upstairs.
Yes,
Sorry,
I did.
I saw a ping on the lower floor, and I was like, what? But yeah, no,
No.
I could see it, and then it went dark. But now
All right.
it's dark.
So, looking around this room, you are going to see... Boop, 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 boop. You are going to see that there are globes kind of glowing in the ceiling above you. The bed that occupies one corner of the room has a pile of straw in place of a mattress, etc. The only furnishing of note is a sticky wooden chest with a sturdy iron padlock. It sits in the top corner of the room between a pair of doors. You were going to look up just in time to see the shadow wind its way underneath the door to what appears to be the next room over. You think there's a balcony to the south?
I want to try the door to see if it's like unlocked at all.
Okay, one
If
moment.
I like push it at all.
Let me just double check about that door, because I was not expecting you to get here till after the break. So, one moment.
Sorry. Also,
No, it's okay.
it's dark for me.
So this door is locked.
Okay.
You could try to pick the lock, or you can try to break it down.
What I'm gonna do instead, since the shadow's out of the room, I'm just gonna double check if it's an action to pop out of fox form because we are in combat here.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Technically. I'm just checking. Fox form. Fox form, advantage on dexterity checks and saving throws, not attack rolls, suffer disadvantage, blah blah blah. And damage suffered. It doesn't say anything about it being an action, so that's up to you.
Probably a bonus action then.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
We'll say
so
it's a
I
bonus
will-
action.
Okay, cool. I'm letting you run it how you want it. Heck in.
Sounds good.
I will pop out of fox form as my bonus action, and I'm gonna use my action to try and open that padlock.
Okay. Do you have anything that you could use as a tool for that?
Let me see, because I know I don't have thieves tools. I'm just checking what I got.
Do you have a dagger?
I'm looking. I do.
Cool. Yeah, give me a dex check to see if you can kind of just pop it open. It's not a particularly elegant lock.
Oakley dokley.
I wish you the best of luck.
I'm gonna add my determination on this.
Mm.
And you wanted a dex roll?
So
on
yeah,
that?
it's gonna be a dexterity check to break it, or to pop it open.
Too bad I can't do this as a fox and have heckin' advantage on that shit.
It's true.
I
I'm surprised you
could've.
didn't just Eldritch Blast the door.
I know, but I wanna look around the room. So I'm gonna add my determination onto that.
Okay.
Again, that is plus my where the fuck is my dex? Okay. It's gonna be 10.
10. All right, so you're gonna pop back into your normal form, and you're going to stick the dagger in the door, and it's gonna go. No.
Like I was trying for the padlock, not the door.
So you're
On, like,
the
the
door to the next.
chest.
Oh, on the chest. My bad.
I was trying for the chest.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were headed into the next room over. So pardon
No, sorry,
me.
so I
In
was trying to open
that
the chest.
case,
Oh, good.
okay. So it'll take you a minute to try to pop the padlock then.
Okay.
So you don't have thieves' tools, but I'll let you try with a dagger.
Doing that thing where I lean my ear against it. This isn't actually doing anything.
Okay, you are going to stick. You're going to stick that in, and it is going to kind of shiver in front of you for a moment, and the lock is going to crack off.
Woo!
And then, what's your armor class?
My AC is 14.
Okay, one moment. I gotta look something up.
Woo! Let's fucking go!
The chest is suddenly going to rear back and snarl at you. It is a...
Of course it's a mimic.
No, it is not, actually. It is a small animated object that's going to punch you in the face. And you're gonna hear, "Nobody gets in here without my say-so. Consent is key!" And it's going to punch you in the face for 10 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Like, you are gonna get bodied by this chest of drawers.
They knocked the foxy
Amazing.
out of the fox.
And one moment, let me just...
That's
They have the
Fox
animated
took out the
object.
fox.
And let me just
fox
move
in a
the...
box, man.
There we go. All right, so the animated object is in the fight. Let me roll its initiative. Okay, cool. So that is... Okay, same as that. All right, so that is your turn there as you get boxed by the box. Fox boxed?
Fox in a box.
Foxy boxing. Okay, Luthienne, it is your turn now. Back in the hallway, you see that Wynn has taken out one of these Lornlings, and another one is being pummeled to death by her. The one that you just shot has kind of sat up and started making that horrible screaming noise.
I wanted to stop screaming, so I'm gonna shoot at it again.
You may. Go ahead and make me an
Shut
attack
up.
roll. It can see you, so this will be with disadvantage because it's not incapacitated anymore.
Okay. It is 21.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Good at this. All right.
Actually, you know what? It has 1 hit point, so roll me a d8 instead.
Nice.
So the bolt is...
2.
The bolt literally pops out of its head the first time you shoot it before it dies. The hole is still kind of like resealing slowly, and you're just going to reopen it. You're going to pop another bolt right into that hole. It's going to fall to the ground, and it is going to rot at an accelerated rate. You're going to see like its flesh turn to mold, little maggots start crawling out of it. Like that video of the fox being sped up. You know the one I'm talking about?
Ooh, I think so.
It's a famous clip. But all right, so yeah, it's going to fall to the ground dead. What do you do?
I'm gonna kind of stumble away from it and into the hallway and turn to see what Isaac and Wynn are doing.
All right, sounds good. Isaac and Wynn. So it looks like Wynn's in combat with another Lornling at the end of the hall that is looking basically like a Rocky at the end of any movie. And then this door is wide open and burned, and you will see this door is open as well. Like, and the other one, like through the room, is open, and you can see just the edge of a frog-like creature that can only be Bavlorna Blightstraw in the next room.
Oh,
well, in the
good.
next room, I should say.
Good. She's not gonna go towards that door, and
Okay.
she's gonna go towards Wynn and
Okay,
the other doors.
Sounds good.
That's it. I
That's
don't think I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay, the one on the ground is going to, the one beneath you, Wynn, is going to snarl and take a swipe at you with its very, very sharp nails. It is going to try 3 slashes at you. What is your armor class, please?
18.
Okay. All right, I have 1 hit. And can you make me an attack roll with disadvantage? Pardon me. You may make an opportunity attack with disadvantage. Okay.
16.
Okay, that's going to be hit. What's going to happen is this thing is going to swipe at you. It's going to try to take your Achilles tendon out from under you. It's going to miss. Instead, it's going to leap up with its preternatural speed, leaping off of your kneecap, and it's going to stab its hand into the side of the muscle at your upper chest and shoulder. and it's going to reach in, and you're going to feel this grinding sensation as it tries to grab onto the sinew inside of you, but its hand's too big, and it's going to get stuck as it tries to pull away. And that's when you're going to get it.
So it's like right there.
Yeah.
Into the wall.
Okay, roll me damage.
Max damage.
Roll me a D8.
Okay, this D8 loves landing on one, Hayden.
Okay. It is
3 times in a row.
it is going to slam into the wall and is immediately going to turn into a Lornling garden gnome made of stone and just going to go.
Can I be proficient in Lornling stone?
It's a bludgeoning weapon. Yes. From its attack though, you're going to take 10 points of damage from that stab.
Ow.
All right. That is that round. Sassy, it is your turn, my friend. Then Isaac's up.
Cool. Question for you.
Answer.
The glove puppet with the spells minor illusion, would you consider that an action or a bonus action to activate?
This is one of the things that was given to you at the Witchlight Carnival, right?
It was one of the things I won. Yes, it was a prize.
What are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to make more pedestals, use my action to disengage and try and hide again, and make another stealth check to hide around.
You don't think that's probably going to work? She can see you now.
Yeah, but try and hide like against pedestals, or like cast a wall.
You can try. I would say that would probably be. I mean, using an item is normally a full action.
Okay.
But I'd allow it as a free or a bonus, or a full or a bonus. So take what you want.
Okay. Because I can create an image of an object such as a chair, footprint, small chest, must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. So it's basically gonna try and like either like make wooden pedestals or like a wall or like a cabinet and try and like use that to hide behind some more.
Sure. I mean, she'd know where you were though. Like she'd know you were behind that cabinet.
Okay.
Because basically what's happened is you're like about 10 feet from her right now, hiding behind something.
Yes.
And then like she was just alerted to your presence by her screaming spawn. And she kind of looked over. And then so you'd be like running line of sight. So she'd see where you went to, unless you created something that completely blocked line of sight.
Okay. Yes. I see. Okay. I'm going to do. I have to take that. If I take the disengage action,
yes,
that it's only leaving an opportunity space once, or
nope.
Turn. Cool. I'm gonna take the disengage action and run the fuck out of the room.
Yeah, they made being a coward really good in this one because sometimes you need to be, and it's when you're a level 2 character.
Yep, when you're a level 2 sorcerer. So Sassy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're just gonna bolt out of the room?
Well, let me see if I can do that because I can't move through the space of the pedestals, right?
You. I would allow it with an athletics roll.
Okay, I would love to do that because otherwise I'm stuck in the room by going around.
Sure, go ahead. Make me an athletics roll, strength athletics, just to knock them over.
Okay, cool.
It's a pedestal. It's not part of a wall. Like, it's like it's propped up.
Okay, I had +0 to strength, so. Ooh, that's a 9.
Do you have determination?
Nope, I spent it.
All right. So you.
Someone by determination for Sarcyra.
Yeah, do it quick. All right, so you're going to be able to. So you'll push past the pedestal. You'll kind of like have trouble like moving it over. Your speed is going to be reduced by half.
Okay. So then I can move 15. Cool. So.
Nope, Traz bought you
5,
determination.
10.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Traz. So yeah, Sassy's gonna just like book it kind of behind the door, so that's the action, move action, and then I don't have really anything I can do as a bonus action. So,
All right, sounds good.
That is Sassy's turn.
Okay, so Isaac, you're up. What do you do?
I still have a fuzzy spider. I am going to grab that, and then I am going to run out that window and climb up.
Okay, so to get out of the window, there's actually a thing for this. One moment. All right, can you make me just a strength check to try to bust out?
I can sure try.
Okay, so they're all basically designed to be open from the inside, but they are pretty tightly latched. So go ahead and make me a strength check. Basically, just don't fail.
20. Dirty 20.
You're fine. You're going to be able to basically just jump out the window.
Cool.
Okay, so where are you headed?
Up. There's another level or something, right?
There is another level. You're going to get on somebody's level.
Yes. I'm going to go up.
Okay, so you are going to... I guess you swallow the fuzzy spider. So you have spider climb right now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why my laptop hates Roll20 so much. Whatever, I'm just going to move everything.
Where in this map is up?
So just one moment, I'll get you there.
Further up that way, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
You know what? How it should be done flavor-wise? You know how, like, I was just thinking because I got a scarf for Christmas that leaves, like, that fuzzy lint everywhere. You, like, grab it, and you just have that fuzzy lint that gives you the spider climb from the spider. You just touch it, and it's like, ah, shit.
It's all over you everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to climb up the side of the building. There's only one window that you can see. So as you are rounding the side of the building, you have spider climb of your speed, right?
Of my speed, and I assumed I could also use my bonus action move, dash.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, you could try to force this window open as your action, or you could dash around and see if there's another entrance.
Yeah, no, I'll use the window as my action.
Okay, go ahead and make me a dex check if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure that that's what it is, because getting it from the outside is different than the inside. You
Got
have
it.
to do.
Is this just dex or sleight?
Just a
of hand?
dex check.
Okay.
So to use thieves' tools, right? So if you're proficient in thieves' tools, you add proficiency as well.
I am proficient in these.
I would
tools.
hope.
Okay, so that's 16.
16, all right. So you're going to be able to pop that open and roll inside of the room. You're going to find yourself in what can only be described as the bedroom of a hag. There are several potted plants that are kind of going writhing kind of like sleepily in their pots around the room. And at the top of the room, you are going to see Nico getting punched in the face by an animated dresser.
Wonderful.
All right, I think that takes you. Okay, and Nico, it is the dresser's turn again. Well, it's the dresser's turn.
How I die, boy!
Oh, dude, I can't help you. I'm at 1 HP.
Okay, what is your armor class, my friend?
It is 14, baby!
Okay. God, I hope you have enough hit points for this. Okay, you're going to take 3 points of damage as this thing cracks you in the face. I rolled minimum.
Nico, you have determination.
All right, so as this thing cranks you in the face in surprise, it is going to surge toward you and is going to try to sweep you off its legs with its lower drawer. It's... you're not going to fall over, but you're definitely going to get like whacked in the shin for 3 points of bludgeoning. And that is its turn. It only gets one action per round, right? I'm going to assume. And then it is going to go to Bavlorna. Bavlorna is going to... You are going to hear a horrible croaking voice that echoes through the entire building. What's brought you all here? We could talk about this. There's no need for further violence. Surrender the fight, and let's talk like sensible people. And with that, all those Lornlings are dead. That Lornling is right there, and the other one was killed. I think that's where I'm actually going to take us on a quick break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, and then we're going to see where this fight goes. So see you in a second. Hi folks, welcome. This is the part of the chat where we, or the game where we talk to the chat, not the part of the chat where we talk to the game. So we'll try to make this kind of quick, but I wanted to say thanks for being patient while we weren't here, because we missed you. Well, actually, we were talking about that earlier, how much we missed you. So, oh, I legit made someone whimper out of pure fear for my inconsistent Bavlorna voice. Nice. That's always good. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. Hexator returns when I'm working. Yeah, sorry, buddy. It's going to return. I also want to thank everybody who has been supporting me and the channel on Patreon, because I know it's been a little thinner the last month because I had to miss like a couple weeks of this. So thank you so much for being patient in spite of that. There's more stuff coming soon, and it's big. Oh, and I gotta get the Patreon podcast up tomorrow. Anyway, hi. How y'all doing? We're only gonna do this for about 5-ish minutes because I know that Robin, you still got a cold and your head is killing you, so you took your horns off. How's everybody else doing? Y'all good?
My back hurts.
Sorry, I had
My back!
croissant. I had a croissant in my mouth, but I'm good. Heckin', it's nice to be back in Vancouver in the Couve.
Is it snowing there too right now?
Yep, it sure is, bud.
It's all fluffy here.
I know, it's super fluffy. If I didn't have frostbite on my toes from years ago,
Oh no.
I could last in the snow and I could enjoy it more.
That's awful.
I'm not looking forward to the drive to work tomorrow. That's gonna be not great.
Be careful. Like seriously, like if you can't make it, like I have my vaccine booster tomorrow. I might have to cancel it if I can't get out of my driveway. My driveway is very stupid.
What time is your
A steep
appointment?
driveway onto a
noon.
steep hill.
I could drop you off for my lunch break.
I don't want you to have. We'll talk.
We'll talk.
But I can always just
I had
postpone
to
it a
scoop
week.
about 2 feet of snow off of my car today.
Wow.
Just to start it.
Just to start it?
Because it's been sitting in the driveway for a while. So I was like, well, I better start this so that I don't, Luckily, my mom has a SUV, so we haven't been totally trapped here, but...
Yeah, I have a
It's been
Kia
my
Soul.
first time, wearing
Yeah.
makeup and a wig in, a couple weeks.
I know,
It feels
right?
weird.
Like it just Sorry. Anyway, I hope everybody had a really good holiday season. I'm gonna try to fit in at least one holiday game this week. We've got some weird scheduling potentially where I could run a game in the middle of the day because a lot of people are off for the holidays still. So that could be kind of fun. But I'll let you know once I get my schedule coalesced and you'll be able to see it and it'll be posted. I also wanted to say that I hope everybody on Patreon, who's like a $5 tier or more, enjoyed that special secret episode that dropped earlier this week. I'll be broadcasting that tomorrow during the day on Twitch, so that you can see a special game that we ran last month that I might have written the game book for. And it is a definite... It's a trip, folks. I think you should check it out. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow, too. Same time. So, thank you, Nacro. I'm glad you liked it. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. And I'm going to show something off because it's the easy thing to get. So I'm going to show off one of my Christmas presents because I love it. I love
Kill
it.
him with that.
It's great because I can do this with it. I can break my pen. I love it. Also, congratulations on the new job, Breck. I just saw that you got a new job. I hope that it eventually brings you further away from the East Coast and closer to the West Coast, because it'd be good to actually have you in our neck of the woods. What is actually, you know what? I'm going to show off the other one real quick. One sec. So, I have to be really careful about this, though, because I'll show you in a sec. One sec. Ugh.
Technically counts against Twitch community guidelines.
It's a prop. It's a prop.
Kel is suggesting you ride this shield down the hill in the snow.
Oh my god, yes, please.
So, this is 50 pounds. I can't
work out.
Seriously, like, I can barely lift it one-handed. It's like, just because, like, the head's so heavy. Oh god, where do I put it down without breaking the house? Okay. Oh. The shield's much lighter because it's made of vibranium. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so folks, it's really good to be back, and you'll be seeing a bunch more stuff. I was trying to work out the gaming schedule for, I guess, all time, because like what's happening in January, just so that you're all aware, we're going back to normal schedule pretty much from here on ish. Shards and Urn comes back the first Wednesday of the month. Deadlands continues on a bi-weekly basis. The new Elos game that's replacing Reign of Emeries, which finishes on the 9th, which is a Sunday. Weird day for Emeries, but we get an extra hour to do it. And it's pretty much all ready to go and done. Is going to be broadcasting on Tuesdays. So that's the game set in the Nation of Exelar. Little like 10-ish episode long game. Mage is back on the 15th. Thankfully, because Jen is finally resettled after her house flooded. Let's see what else is happening. February, we're going to have a bunch of really cool stuff. March is Dork Tales Expo again, and is also the drop for Call of the Netherdeep, the new basically the new Witchlight style game that we're gonna run. So that's gonna be really good. I know some of you are in it, but I'm not gonna get too deep into that. I still got to finish rounding out that cast.
You're not gonna get too nether deep into it.
Oh, well, I know who's not in the game now. Don't make that face.
Hi-yo.
Oh. But it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I can bring the tears, man. I'll streak this makeup.
It's true. And if you're on the Discord, you saw our graphic designers post. So Michael has been working on the intro sequence for Descent into Avernus, which is going to start running in the summer. So we got a lot of Wizards of the Coast content. Also, I kind of want to run Strixhaven because everybody has been saying in the Discord that I should run Strixhaven, and it's got social link mechanics, which really, I was reading through those, and it's very strange because they have bonuses. You're supposed to, when you get an NPC up to +2 or -2, they're an ally or a rival, but you get a +1 from a friendly conversation. Can you imagine that in our games? The amount of just you'd have +12 with people really quick.
We'd have an army of NPCs that just would.
You already do. My God, do you know how hard it is in Emeries? Because I was plotting out the ending, and I'm trying to. I was I've got my notebooks for the Reign of Emeries, and it's all over the place. A homebrew setting, 25 episodes, really good. You should go watch it on YouTube. But trying to map out all of the NPC interactions. Okay, this plot has to pay off. This plot has to pay off. Okay, this is an ally. This could come to your aid. This is definitely going to hurt you. And trying to figure all of the bullet points out. And be how to make sure that Zeet doesn't just solve all your problems for you. Because it's not as much fun if that happens, right?
Yeah, he'd be
It's
really
true.
good at that, though.
He would.
He is solving one problem by lying, and it's great. Amy is going to I bet you $1 that Amy, when she finds out what he did, is going to laugh so hard she'll either have to mute or will just cackle. She'll do that thing where she's like, ah! You know that little squeak thing she does when she laughs too hard? She'll do it. I got $1 on the table right now. But it's going to be good. So, folks, if you want to see that, tune in on the 9th to the Reign of Emeries, the finale. Oh, and shit! On the 30th, I'm running Secret of Hexeter House.
Yeah.
Because that game, I've been trying to schedule that game's ending forever. That's going to be fun. Anyway.
That's Thursday, right?
God, I hope so. Yeah, the 30th.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, start killing these games off so I can start new ones. But everybody, do me a favor out there. Be kind to yourself over the holiday season. Be safe. This new thing that's going around is not... I mean, it's apparently better, but it's still nothing to joke about. So take care of yourself. Stay inside. Use it as an excuse to avoid family gatherings you might not want to go to. Like, do what you can. Like, seriously, like, you got the last 2 years have been really good for the get out of jail free card when it came to, like, going to family gatherings. Like, I would, but you have 9 people. I'm only allowed to be around 8 people at a time.
Well, even now, like, with our province is so overwhelmed that they're just, like, saying unless you're, like, front line and essential, if you have a cold, just now assume you have COVID. Don't go for a test. Assume, take your isolation and go take 2 weeks off. Just assume, because there's so much tests that they're just trying to save it.
It's ridiculous. There's a weird thing going on right now. Caitlan, I feel like I should ask you this as a healthcare person. But, like, I read a thing where pharmacists were given executive privilege to, like, extend prescriptions. But then when I called about my prescription, they told me no. They said I'd have to get a rescript. But
I think it depends on the pharmacist. Before they even said that, my pharmacist did that for me because he knows me really well.
Okay.
He knows everyone that goes to the pharmacy really well. They're
Okay.
really right there. Anyway, but yeah, so they can for most things.
I will have to.
They can do an emergency refill.
It wasn't
I got an emergency refill.
Yeah.
Like in October or September when I couldn't see my doctor for a phone call until November.
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, 2 months without my anti-anxiety medication. That'll go well.
Great.
That sounds like a fun time.
It sounds like a very, very fun time. Okay, so I'll have to give a call back. I got like the assistant who didn't know me, so I think that probably is why.
Just say
cool.
like an
Probably part of
emergency,
it.
like
Yeah.
refill until you can get the re-prescription, not just extended.
The
just say it's, like,
re-prescription. It's the re-prescription. All right,
Exactly.
so folks, I think it's about time for us to head back into game.
We also have the disaster that is for Bassick Park on the 8th.
Oh God! I knew I was forgetting something. So if you've been watching that Extra Life game, and the first 2 for Bassick Parks will be going up, I just have to edit 2 episodes of Extra Life, and then the rest are already on YouTube. They just haven't been released yet. So if you're on our YouTube, by the time this episode drops, you're gonna be getting an Extra Life game. I think it's either gonna be once a day or twice a day for the rest of the year. If I just want to just fill you with content over the holidays, that might be it. Which means you can watch both of the Extra Life games that Christa ran, and the supplementary episode, which are all redonkulous.
Disastrous. Just
Amazing.
insanity.
Just,
Yes, Caitlan is in them, and it's just...
It was supposed to be a serious game that turned into a post-apoc. Well, it wasn't supposed to be that serious, but it was supposed to be more serious than
More
Furbies.
serious than it is.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be kind of serious, but, like, the fact that we are still playing a very serious game in a world where there are cursed Furbies and Furbosaurus Rexes and Megalodons named Greg, I am so impressed by the players that everyone has been able to play it so straight. You're all amazing.
Robin, someone just
Megalodons.
someone just called out your My Little Pony episode in a good way.
So
and yes,
good.
the Ghostbusters episode is back on. I fixed the audio. It was my glitch. I was trying to lower a level and I messed it up because I was doing like 12 at once.
Let me know when the Jurassic Park shit goes up. I need to witness this.
It's well,
Yes,
you also
witness
can witness
me.
the world building episode because it was a 2-part and it was just.
Oh my god.
You can watch Christa slowly just lose touch with her sense of peace. But
there are currently people making physical Furbominations. Like, it has become a problem.
oh God.
And I'm here for it 1000% because you know,
God.
it's good chaos, but oh my god, it's just insanity.
All right, so last things before we head back into game, just want to remind you all that if you are not using your Amazon Prime free sub, throw it at us or some other good stream, because you get a free Prime sub every month. So go ahead, use it. Gives the channel a little more money and keeps you in the subs, which is really nice. Also, if you are interested, we don't make much money from it at all, but there's a 35% off sale on our TeePublic right now, on everybody's TeePublic. And a bunch of the shirt designs are going to go missing at the end of the year. So if you want to buy a t-shirt design that's on the site right now, go to our TeePublic, 35% off. I think I get $1 per t-shirt, so like buy like 1 million of them. I'll get like $1 million. That's pretty good. Yeah, but besides that, thank you so much for a year of support. We'll have more games before the end of the year, but I wanted to thank you and say that if you wanted to get access to additional stuff, don't forget the Patreon exists, and it is a content creator friendly alternative to the traditional subscription model, because it's like busking, folks. If you enjoy it, toss a coin to your Witcher, or else he'll be a bitcher. I don't know. Speaking of which, I got it, Christa. We need to talk about costuming for a Witcher game, because I've got the book right there.
I know we've talked about Witcher costuming a lot, so I think what I need to do is I need to get everybody that wants any costumes over the next year. We're gonna save up, get everybody together, figure out what we want, make a pilgrimage to Dress So in Vancouver, and just buy everybody's fabric. And I am moving probably in March, so I will hopefully have a place that I can actually have sewing space and crafting space, so I will be able to get all of these things actually in progress for once.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so I look forward to that. It's gonna be nice. I really want someone to have a ukulele in that game. I don't know why.
Learn ukulele.
It's not hard. Like every elementary school teacher has to.
I learned how to play guitar to play a bard, so...
Whoever does that has to have the most foppish outfit possible. Like, I'm talking, Christa, you have to drag all your sewing skills out, do the dag sleeves, the whole lot, like the puff outs.
Yeah.
Like the shoulder
full
bits,
gear.
like everything.
Just call him Dandelion like everyone else, damn it.
Exactly, yes.
You just picture... MK, you haven't been on the Discord. I have a video of me in my actual Witcher wig. It's dope. It's a lace front. You wouldn't think it looks good, but it looks like surprisingly good. It's like I don't have Henry Cavill's jawline, but I've got like the jawline of his cousin, maybe. You know, Benry Bavil. I don't know. It's a B team. But it's a good.
They would either have the same last name or a totally different last name.
You don't know. It could be Benry Bavil. Just hit me up on the Discord. I'll post it again. It's just me mostly just grunting. It's kind of nice. Wind's howling. Yeah. Anyway, folks, we're gonna head back into game right now. It's really gonna be hard to run a Witcher game and not just because I did play in the Witcher game that Travis Legg ran on Plastic Age Plays, and I played a Witcher who had the same voice. He was so smarmy. It was so fun. You should go watch that. I think it's on his channel for free. But folks, that's going to be the end of Let's Talk to the Chat. We'll see you in a second. Let's head back into game right about now. As you hide around the corner, Sarcyra, and the rest of you, well, finish watching the Lornlings collapse into stone nearby. You hear that echo through the house as Bavlorna's voice bounces from every nook, cranny, and corner of this shack. Can't we just speak about this like adults? Let's be reasonable. On that note, Win, it's your turn. Are you staying in initiative?
Does she look damaged at all?
She did look a little singed when you saw her. However, looking around, this door is completely collapsed. from where you are, you can't quite see her. If you want to move a bit closer, you could.
Yeah. I'll move just a little closer to try and see who's talking at me.
So it's kind of echoing all around you, but if you move closer, go ahead and take a step in front of Luthienne. And as you do, you'll see that... Sassy, did you shut the door when you ran through it? Or did you just round the corner and kind of...
Depends. Which way was the door, like, swinging open?
That door swings... I'm going to say that it goes... I'm going to say it goes into this room. So you had to pull it open to go into the next room, and then so you could slam it shut from this side.
Yeah, she could have. She probably would have, as like a reflex kind of reaction. She probably would have shut the door.
Okay, so so as you so in that case, as you take a step forward, when you're not going to be able to see anything, the door is shut through there. But you can see Sassy kind of panting on the other side of it, looking very like just kind of jittery for sure, and a little bit hurt.
Okay, so I can see into the next room, but
Yes.
it's a following room.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you step into this room to see who was speaking to you, you'll see Sassy on the other side of a slammed door directly across the room from you, taking a quick breath. What do you do?
All right. Where is she?
Okay. Sassy, you can interact. Six words.
Okay, yeah, Sassy will point into the door and be like, in there.
Oh. Alright, I mean, if you're gonna have a conversation with somebody, you should probably do it face to face.
I'm willing to have a conversation if you are Bavlorna.
Well, that would be... Meanwhile, upstairs, Nico, you are in the fight of your life against a chest of drawers. It does not care that you are in parlay right now. It wants to kick your ass. It's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do I do? So it just like bapped me with its fucking drawers, right?
Yeah, it's taking you, like, it's... Oh, I don't even know. It's trying to put you in a yard sale. Like, I'm trying to come up with a good joke here, but...
Have we rested since the last time I used my charm ability? It's been a minute, so I don't remember.
I think you got a short rest. You got a short rest.
Okay, let me double check if it comes back on a short rest. 2 seconds. Short or long rest. Okay.
Nice.
Or I could, because I haven't done it yet. Or I could. You know what? Fuck it. I want to fight things. I want to hit things. I'm gonna use my nails, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make a sharpened nails attack at it.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack.
Okay. All right, Nico baby. Let's go. Let's hit things with our nails. Yeah! Natural 20, let's go! Plus
All right.
next one, so that's
Go ahead.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Roll me damage.
Woo, bitch!
Nice.
All right.
Is that a
And
D4 or D6?
It is a D4 plus my dex mod.
Plus a D4. Do it.
So D4 plus 2. Yeah! That's gonna be 4!
Okay, you roll double for the crit?
Oh shit, you right, bitch. You right.
Yeah.
That's an 8 damage, bitch. That's
Okay.
8 damage. What
All
the
right, you are going to
hell?
slam your claws into this thing, doing a significant amount of damage, actually. As you rend into it, you are going to find that it's damn near, you can't bloody, but it's splintered. It's still up, but it has taken a decent amount of damage. What do you would like to do? So that was your action. Do you have a bonus action?
I don't have anything I can do for a bonus action, so that's Nico.
Okay, so Nico is going to get bloodied and just like scratch back. All right.
Oh.
Sounds good. Are you going to do any movement? Try to get out of there?
I look like Nick, so I could risk the opportunity.
You could.
Attack, you know. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads is yes, tails is no. Tails is no, I'm staying where I am. Let's go, bitch.
It's gonna hop back and forth, going or sort of like a drawer. All right, back down there, Luthienne. What do you do?
She will parlay. She will put down her crossbow and sling it over her shoulder, I guess, and go walk into the room with Wynn and Sarcyra.
Okay, sounds good. You go ahead and do that. And then, okay, those lordlings are not doing anything. Sounds good. I will assume that you have a held action to defend yourself if something happens, but I'm going to assume that you're out of it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to basically assume that you guys are out of initiative unless we go back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Sassy, are you going to pretty much do the same and remove yourself for this?
Yeah, I will remove myself from initiative, and as a held action, I will hold Witch Bolt. That will be the spell that I hold to catch
Sounds good.
If anything looks like she's going to attack.
All right, that sounds great to me. We'll come back to you in just a second. Upstairs, Isaac, you crawl through the window and see this sight in front of you. Nico getting completely bodied by this splintery chest that is in the middle of fighting her. What do you do?
Does it look pretty busted up?
It looks definitely decently busted up. I wouldn't say that it's like, it's not a 50% off sale, but it's getting close.
I would like to... Hang on, I think I have enough movement for this.
I think you do too.
I would like to run over to Nico, grab Nico, and disengage.
Okay. You want to disengage using Nico?
Well, no, I'd like to disengage with Nico, because I can disengage as a bonus action, so I can move, grab Nico, and disengage to get her away, because she won't get an attack of opportunity because she's not moving under her own volition. I am, and I'm disengaging, so I don't get an attack of opportunity. I want to get her away from the thing without attacking.
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm just checking, because like you do not have, if you do not have that, technically is that's a gray. I like it. It's gray. Nico, would you allow yourself to be moved in such a way?
If it was Isaac, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's an interesting use of the rules. I'll allow it. Your strength is enough to lift a tiny girl, so I think that would be fine.
She's really not that small. She's like 5'6", y'all. Y'all think she's teeny. She's
but Isaac is 7. Yeah,
that's true.
Like I can
6'9", sorry.
I can lift two. Like I personally have picked up 260-pound women at the same time and moved them. So I'm pretty sure Isaac can get like one who's probably like 120 maybe.
Yeah, she's like 120.
Like she's I've seen her photo. She's pretty petite. So all right, Isaac, you hunk. You're gonna rush forward, and you're gonna be able to grab her by the waist and like pull her.
Looking so much worse than it. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. That is going to be boop boop boop. Okay, how far can you move and get away from it?
I mean, I should be able to technically move
5, 10,
60
15,
feet.
20. Oh yeah, are you just gonna run back down the stairs?
No, I want to get to that door on this far side here. The southernmost door.
On the southern wall. All right, so grabbing Nico, you're going to be able to disengage, grab her, and pushing out. You are going to find yourself out on a balcony overlooking the grody side of this entire cottage.
Cool.
So yeah, you're definitely out. You can start climbing down the building a little bit by holding her if you want. You're just gonna wait there. That's probably for the best.
I'll wait here for right now. I'm just gonna kind of get my bearings.
Sounds good. All right, so as you get your bearings for just a minute, I'm going to switch to the other scene real quick. So if you change your mind about what you want to do, just let me know, okay? Okay. As you're getting your bearings, the sound of combat beneath you fades away. And it's at that point that the door is going to open in the room with the rest of you. And Bavlorna Blightstraw. This horrible, cracked-skinned hag is going to just push the door open with one of her long green hands and leer into the room. Fat lot of good you did, she'll snarl at the darkling who's sitting in the room with you as well, just kind of sipping a cup of tea. I wasn't sure you needed the help. You could have just said help. At her heels, not one, but two of these small creatures that look just like her are going to be clinging to her shins as she enters the room. You tiefling girl. You seem familiar. Did I wrong you in a past life?
I believe you stole something of mine.
I believe you stole something as well. You're one of the carnival brats. You stole a ticket. Not even. You stole an entry. What do you expect me to do? It must be paid. Admission comes at a cost.
Yes, but you expect children to fully understand that concept.
I don't expect anything. Children are just small versions of adults after all. She pets one of her lornlings.
I disagree. You have an exact clone, or something. It is mature. A child is not as strong of the mind. It needs to be sculpted and trained. I know many things now that I did not know and understand as a child.
Why shouldn't I just swallow you and deal with your friends? You attacked me in my home. Tried to light me on fire.
I admit I was startled by the commotion outside, and I saw an opportunity to gain the advantage, and I took it.
Make me a persuasion roll, please.
Okay, awesome. I am good at persuasion as long as the dice agree with me. Oh yes, baby, that's going to be a 23.
Okay. What would you like to discuss then? You came here for a reason, and I am a gracious host.
A trade, some sort of negotiation. I believe another person, I don't know where the other member of our party, Isaac, is, but I believe he and I both have something, or you have something of ours, and I'm sure we'd both like it back. Maybe we can we can come to an arrangement.
Before we discuss any type of trade, I need to know that you're trustworthy. You've kind of wrecked things by trying to light me on fire. I need you to do a few favors for me. Little ones. Little tiny ones. Three favors. 3 little favors. Let's see. My beautiful skin. My preservation pool is broken. Fix it. And that
Do you know what's wrong? Like,
I haven't the
does it missing
foggiest.
Okay.
Does she actually look damaged or anything like that?
She looks a little singed, but otherwise okay.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure that you know the room I'm talking about if you scaled into the house.
The room with the pond in it, right?
It's plugged. Fix
Also,
it.
you do know what's wrong with it. Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with why it's plugged.
Okay.
Fix the plug. Then I have a package in town that needs picking up. And then a book. A book has gone missing. It has some very interesting notes that are interesting to me and to potentially others. I would prefer it reach me before it reaches anyone else. Do these 3 tasks for me, and I will consider making a bargain with you, a trade.
We do these things and we will talk. There's no consideration. I am doing a favor to show good faith. The
And
conversation is good hospitality.
Yes, and I'm not swallowing you in one gulp.
What is your package? Where is it in town?
It's a bunch of crates of taxidermy supplies. As you've seen, I am a master craftsman. She swings her hands out, revealing this tattered robe that she's wearing. It looks like a tea cozy made out of slimy felt.
I mean, I guess, but,
Any one of you can make me an intelligence roll. Who are listening to this right now. So Isaac, from where you're standing on the balcony and getting your bearings upstairs, you and Nico are going to hear a conversation kind of echoing up through the stairwell beneath you. So you could go back into the room and sneak down the stairs.
So that int roll was a nat 20, which actually means it's a 19 for win.
Okay.
Oh, I got a nat 20 as well, which is
Okay.
I got a 4.
20.
You have no idea. Both of you two, though, are going to immediately remember that the Duke's little planning house had all of these boxes and crates around it that were sealed up. You didn't really pay much attention to it, but they were the only crates you'd seen in the entire town. It looked like a delivery package that he was kind of holding. It looked, honestly, his place looked more like the back end of a post office.
Ah, yes. From one artisan to another, I can see that you are truly a master of your craft. How lovely to be in your presence.
You can make me a deception or persuasion roll with that,
I think
please.
persuasion, because she is part of an artisan's guild.
Oh, it's true.
Wayne's gonna kind of look at you, kind of, and be like, "What?"
That is gonna
Just saying
try
what her
to
expression says it all.
distract Win for a second. Sas is gonna try and elbow Win and be like,
How?
"Sorry, just
Sassy.
Let's see.
hand slipped."
Your elbows are awful
14.
sharp.
I'm
14?
a tiefling, everything's
I
sharp.
did not roll very well. Yeah.
She'll look at you, glare at you behind her Coke bottle lens glasses. It's about time that someone understood.
Truly, we are often so misunderstood and undervalued.
Especially by our sisters.
Oh, siblings, don't even get me started.
They're the worst.
They're the worst.
Honestly. I wish that... that's enough of that. But yes, go and fix those things. If I can send my lonelings to pick up the package if I know where it is. Do you know where my package is?
I have a good idea.
Where be that?
There seem to have been some crates that looked like they might have been a package going to a destination. Sorry, where was that? Outside the Duke's place?
That was in the Duke's little planning murder room.
Oh.
The castle thingy,
And
right?
Wynn kind of just casually
No,
poke
it was
around the room
down
while
where
this
he
is
was drawing all the
happening.
stuff in the ground.
in the Duke's place, and she will describe that area. I'm not actually sure I was part of that.
You actually-
I think that was
oh.
the one that I was not part of.
You're
Oh, right.
right.
No,
actually, you were the only character. You weren't there that one part. That was right
Oh.
before. Were you down there?
I don't know if Luthienne was with the party at that point. I know that she left early
Yeah,
at some point to
you-
get changed.
This was after that. That was when you went down there and you met with the Duke of the.
He's the guy that's quote unquote in prison. And he was the one drawing all the silly things on the ground of like.
This is the
insane
guy that's
plans
planning
of
to kill
poisoning
to
people.
kill the king. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Go and fix my preservation pool. I will send some lordlings to pick up the package from the Duke.
Yes, you might need quite a bit of convincing, but I'm sure you're capable of that.
Yes, we'll go take a look at the
Won't be a
pool and see if
problem.
we can find the book. And Sassy will try and like elbow win again, like at the book, and try and like be like, "You have it."
Meanwhile,
Lynn will just looks.
all right. So, well, be quick about it. I can't spend much longer not luxuriating my frame inside of my preservation pool.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Beauty
Miss.
is so arduous to maintain.
Truly it is. We'll be right back, and Luthienne will leave, hoping that
Lynn
We'll
will
follow
go
her.
with her.
Yep,
Okay.
Sassy will
Let's go.
follow.
So, you
Now-
all.
Wynn's gonna help, but in her mind, she's thinking if she can think of any way to maybe help the preservation pool not be so preservating.
Mm,
She really doesn't like Bavlorna.
I wonder why.
That voice alone is just like, no, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. The others are going to be a little easier to listen to. She's a frog woman. I have to talk like I
But
talk.
yeah, so Wynn's intent is to try and be covert
Sure.
about figuring out how to hurt her in a different way, because she just wants her to be gone.
Okay.
Win, do you have that book on you?
Sassy.
Yes.
Maybe don't talk about it in her house. Just yet.
we can trade it for
But
the
she wants.
lost items, potentially.
But that's the
like-
third favor. That's the third favor that
Yeah,
she
is
wants.
there a reason that we don't want to give it back? to
Yeah.
her?
Okay now. I mean, you guys are being awful accommodating right off the bat to this nasty ass person. Who
I
has
think
been
this nasty ass person is going to kick our asses if
yes,
we don't
but if we
comply.
have something that she wants, that's leverage. Also, she hasn't promised to do anything if you've done these favors for her.
It'll be
She's
the
very
last.
carefully not promised anything.
On that note, you begin heading back down to the preservation pool. And it's at that point that we're going to pan back up to the balcony. Fog is kind of milling around, pulsing around the base of the third floor, where the two of you are standing out on on the balcony, catching your breath, listening to the conversation echo through the doors behind you. Also behind you, you will hear the stomping sound of that chest of drawers. It seems very angry. And in the midst of this, like, a little breeze is going to move some of this pea soup fog around, and you're going to hear, "Hello there!" echo from beneath you. Looking down, you're going to see that on the eastern side of the building, on the floor beneath you, a little bit of a ways away, probably about 30-ish feet down, is a man. Well, that's getting a bit ahead of myself. 3 iron cages hang from wooden beams that extend out from another balcony on the eastern wall of the 2nd floor. Trapped inside of one of the cages is a smiling centaur with a brilliant smile, a long blonde beard and blonde hair kind of like swept over, completely naked inside of this cage. Ah, yes, you can see me. Well, hello there.
Hi.
Spot of help.
What got you in there?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that. I was bathing, and some heron the rabbit folk people stole my clothing, and I chased them, and I was ended. It was a trap. They caught me in a net, and they brought me here as a prize. I mean, I suppose I have a bit of a prize, but this is not how I intended to end up.
Can I do insight?
Yeah, please.
Wonderful. My insight is...
Oh, did I say centaur?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I meant
I was wondering,
satyr.
I was like, naked centaur seems pretty natural.
Satyr, sorry.
I guess a naked satyr is
That's
pretty normal
also
too.
pretty normal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Thank you for the correction,
That
chat.
fits in the cage a little better than I'm picturing a centaur.
Yeah,
I know, I was
yeah.
imagining a centaur with like all of its legs like through the bottom.
No, it's a satyr. It's a satyr.
It's a dirty 20.
Nice. No. I said centaur because the Centaur World ad keeps popping up on Netflix every time I turn it on. I think centaur's burned into my head. But no, pardon me, a satyr looks up at you. So yeah, no, he seems to be telling the truth. This guy is... You're also going to get the sense that this is a very, very friendly individual.
As satyrs want to be. I'll turn to Nico.
You wanna come with me
My
to
thing?
let him out?
Sure. I
Alright.
see no
Hop
reason
on.
not to.
I mean,
I will like hold on to his back. I'm
gonna walk down the side of the building.
All right. So climbing down the side of the building with Nico on your back, you can make your way down, and if you want to let him out, it's pretty easy. Just make me a dex check with your Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Oh, come on now, roll properly. There we go. 19.
Takes about a minute, but then you're gonna pop the cage off. He's just gonna be like hanging in the cage the entire time, his legs crossed, kind of obscuring some of his nudity, but not all of it. I mean, honestly,
you're not gonna see anything.
this is amazing. I honestly, I wasn't expecting that I would be rescued by. To be honest, this is the greatest story. A Leonin, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Correct.
And an
Satyr?
albined one at that. I must say, you, sir, are a rare and, if I may say so, in these lands would be considered exotic, but I mean it in the most polite way. Majestic,
Thank you.
perhaps, is better. And you, a Kitsadria.
Yeah.
So fun.
Do you need help down?
I would love a hand off of this cage. I'm a little stiff. It's honestly, the cage wasn't quite sized for me, I don't think. Can you give me a hand? I'm all hooves.
Yeah. How are satyrs medium size or are
They're
they
medium
small?
size, yeah.
Okay, so they are like 5 foot and above. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to have him on the front. This is oh god, what's his name in Princess Bride?
Nico will climb, like she'll hold on really tight and then pop into her fox form and just scramble onto your shoulders.
That's so much
onto
fun.
your head.
Oh, excellent. It's so much fun.
I'll kind of turn around and let
Sorry, I'm Isaac Ronaldi of the Runagling.
Ah, of course. Of course you are. Isaac Ronaldi of the Runagling.
And you are?
Pardon me, Runagling. Vansel. Of Prismere. It's not nearly as fancy, but, well, we can all aspire to be as famous as you. I've heard of you.
I was unaware.
I don't want to oversell it and seem like I'm trying to butter your biscuit, but there is an undercurrent, a talk of a leonin that has been going around hither, and solving, putting right what once went wrong, reuniting. There was a goblin and some locks or keys or something.
Yes.
Helping out at the inn as well. Being, honestly, I've heard all sorts of tales of Isaac. Is you that hero? It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. For your good deed, let it not go unpunished. Do you have a...
Fear it already had.
do you have a stick?
Do I have a stick?
Oh, this will work. And he'll grab a piece of the railing and just knock it off. And
You were stuck in there.
all right. He whispers into the side of the stick, and as he does for a moment, you will see the wood begin to kind of shiver, and a bright red flower is going to expand from the tip of it, blooming in full. Here. Let the rule of hospitality always be honored, my friend.
Thank you kindly.
Enjoy the best of luck for a day. On me. For the next 24 hours, you gain the properties of a Stone of Good Luck that does not require attunement.
What is a stone of good luck?
A Stone of Good Luck
Luck stones are sick.
is called a Luck Stone. It gives you a +1 on ability checks and saving throws.
+1 ability and saving throws.
Yep, so that's for the next 24 hours.
Sorry, and now was it Vancel? Vancel?
S-E-L, yeah.
S-E-L, okay, close. Vancel.
Fancy, yes. Yes, quite.
So hot right now.
Now, Vancel, do you don't happen to know anything about where Bavlorna keeps things in this place? Weren't given a tour before you were put here?
I wasn't. No, she seemed very, perturbed. Honestly, she tried to... Do you have anything to drink? I would love to discuss this with you over a bottle of... Oh. Through this door, and he'll kind of... Are you still next to the cages? You're kind of like down there on that balcony. He will kind of motion to the side, and there's a door leading off this balcony. Would you care for something to drink or eat? I have been smelling delicious and less than delicious scents from here.
I'm gonna grab his back and pull him back.
Oh, yes. Well, there's a kitchen.
There are unsavory folk in there. Yes, I've been warned. There's not wonderful people in there. I was wondering more. The room off of her bedroom may have something I'm looking for.
My friend, I have not had the dubious pleasure of entertaining Bavlorna's bedroom. I wouldn't even know where it is. I would assume it's in that sticky, icky room with all of the puddle scum.
Was there the icky ricky room with puddle scum? Or
you think you might be talking about that pool room.
Okay.
No, that's something else, but she's traded something away from me, or stolen, or however you want to say it, but I'm looking for it, so...
Oh.
Perhaps... do you need help getting away from here, if not through the kitchen, or would you like to come with us?
I would love to come with you, if that were an option. To be honest, you seem like quite strong. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to tag along.
I'll look up at Nico.
Shall we see if Bavlorna killed the others, or should we go adventuring more ourselves?
Nico will put up one paw and point back towards the window. kind of trying to be like, others.
You go find the others.
What are your passive perceptions?
15.
Passive?
Yeah.
Ooh, not great, I don't think. 13.
Okay. Nico, you are in your fox form right now, so your hearing is going to be a bit heightened. You are going to hear their voices kind of echoing out this door, because I'm pretty sure none of you shut the door to the balcony when you went upstairs, the one that had all the bees on it. So you are actually going to hear their voices kind of coming out this door, not more than about 30 feet diagonally down from here. Seems like they've gone back to the pond room and are talking there right now. In fact, what are they talking about as you head down the spiral stairs, you three? You find yourself in the preservation pool room again. It's mungy and mildewy in here.
Okay, let's just get this done quickly.
Ew.
She's gonna like poke it with anything long that she has. She's got Tinker's tools, but she definitely doesn't want to get in there. That's
Well-
gross.
Sassy wants to like look at the water before getting in to see if there's a way like.
You can use my tools, but try not to get them gross.
I mean, you're familiar with your tools. You can go. I was just gonna look at it, but if you have
no.
tools,
You look at it first.
All right, so you are all going to... so you upstairs are going to hear them talking about that. Are you going to head down the side of the building and kind of make your way down there?
Yeah, if I've heard them, I'll sort of look to Nico and nod that direction for confirmation that that's the way she wants to go.
All
Okay.
right. That sounds good to me.
Now, I know that's the door with the wasps, right?
So the wasp door is the top one. Down a stairwell is the door that goes into the pool room.
Oh, okay, so I'll,
All right, Vansel. Hold on tight.
and kind of crouch down so he can get a purchase.
Sounds good. Can you do me a favor and make me a strength check?
Yes. Does this count with my +1?
Yeah.
Or is this a... Okay.
Yeah, it's an ability check. Do it.
Ooh, yikes. 9.
9? Okay, so you'll make it about halfway down, and then as you're on the stairs, Vansel is going to slip out of your grip and like just fall down to the stairs. Only about
okay.
15 feet. He'll land... Actually, he did okay. He did not fall through the hole. So,
God.
as you are searching around the room inside of the puddle room, the pool room, you are all going to hear the sound of someone, sounds like jumping, or like a small horse almost, jumping on, more like a goat, I guess, on the railing that Wynn almost fell through earlier outside. What do the three of you do?
Wynn's gonna be all like, go through this door and check what's in this room next to her.
All right, so let me just give you another look at the preservation pool room real quick before we continue. So the pool is lined with moldy clay tiles. There is a stairwell that leads into the pool proper, which is only about a foot deep. The water is, and it all leads to this kind of gummed up, munged up, old stone well in the center of the room that should, it looks like, be overflowing with water. In fact, you imagine that like the stairwell down into the pool should be more than, it is much more than a foot deep. Like this is like a pool that hasn't been filled all the way. So whatever fountain comes out of this well, probably like some of the O-rings that you saw around, like the O-wells around hither, you think that it's plugged or something like that. So you can walk across it just getting your boots wet at this point. It's kind of gross swamp water that's kind of full of chunky like aloe vera drink. You know what I'm talking about? Like the floaty, like translucent bits. And you can see to the north there is a mirror set into the pool, and to the south there is a large lily pad. And when I say large, I mean like 10 by 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, and so as you were saying that, Wynn, you're going to crack open that side door. You'll hear from outside across the way, I'm okay, don't worry about me, I'm fine. Thank you very much, Isaac. And with a shrug, you are going to push through the door, and as soon as you do, a horse's head leers at you with glossy eyes. Its lips are drawn back from yellow teeth, and as it kind of like it brays in your face. Well, it would if it were still breathing. Its head is affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker and wire, situated so that it faces the doorway where you enter. Near it is a wooden crate. Flies buzz everywhere in this disordered room, landing occasionally on animal carcasses that lie strewn in piles. On a low table is an assortment of tools, saws, knives, scrapers, a hand-cranked drill, sewing needles, threads, and awls around several taxidermic subjects in various states of completion. A shelf that looks on the verge of collapse leans against the wall between two windows and bears the weight of a dozen stuffed horrors. Each one is an artless combination of 2 or more animals.
She's gonna poke it.
All right. Poking it, it is kind of greasy to the touch. You don't think that, like, whatever process taxidermists have to use on fur to make sure that it doesn't, like, rot, has
Lynn's
not
gonna
been
look
done
for something
well.
to wipe a finger off on.
Sure. There's a box nearby.
Okay, she'll wipe that.
Okay. As you wipe it on the side of this crate, you're going to catch the lid. The lid is going to slide completely open and go dug, 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 dug on the ground, releasing a swarm of flies that is going to fly. Some of them are in your mouth. And yeah, but it's off your finger. One of the flies kind of like wiggles around in your ear for a second before it flies off. And it's just you and a crate with the carcass of a curled up 8-legged reptile.
What is that?
You can make me a nature check.
Sure. Nat 20.
Oh, that's a basilisk.
A what now?
You know about basilisks. They're big crocodile type things that can turn you to stone with their eyes.
Is it dead?
Oh yeah, it's dead. This is a carcass.
If I put it in her well, do you think that would, like, affect her bath?
I mean, there's only one way to try. Or only one way to check.
Wynn's gonna make basilisks too.
Okay, so you're gonna grab that that basilisk and start dragging it out. Isaac, Nico, and y'all can probably start making it into the room at this point. And as you do, there's still a Lornling tied up on the ground over here, unconscious. But Sassy and Luthienne, what are you doing as you're standing near the edge of the pool?
Does it smell really bad?
It smells pretty bad. So the stairs that lead down to the pool, I mean, they're a little like slick because there's like some algae to them. You can see that normally this pool would be like full to the brim, but it is not at the moment. And it doesn't smell great. It smells like swamp water. Nothing inside of this part of Hither, hell, nothing inside of most of Hither outside of the inn smells any good at all.
Luthienne, want to get on the lily pad and we can try and like float over? Does it look?
That
Does
sounds
it look-
acceptable.
Does it look like solid enough if Sassy like starts to gently put her weight, like, you know, tenderly, like try and like place a foot on the lily pad? Will it support her weight?
You think it? You think it might? You test if you test it a couple times,
like
yeah.
a pool floaty, basically.
It's basically like a pool floaty, yeah.
Cool. Okay, then if it is, Sassy's gonna try and get on that.
Oh. You go first.
And let me just double check this. Yeah, it'll support your weight.
Luthienne will also tentatively sit on it, kind of
Sure.
diagonally, so they're not too much on one side of it.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Alright, push over to the well.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make me an athletics check to swim over there with this lily pad.
Oh boy.
Can I help?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, you can honestly, if you reach a foot down, you can drag yourself across the base with just getting one hand gucky. What'd you get?
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do have prestidigitation.
Will you
with
use it on me?
Yes, I have
And I'll
5
go-
charges left on that. I'll use 2 charges on us to do this.
Perfect. Let's just get this done.
Yeah, I got 15 on athletics.
All right, so you're going to the lily pad does not move in terms of like the image, so we're gonna have to pretend, but because it is bolted to the floor theoretically. But yeah, you'll be able to kind of wade it over toward the well hole. As you do, Isaac, Nico, and a naked satyr dangling for all the world to see can enter from the eastern door if they'd like.
Yeah.
Oh, look, clothing. And the satyr's going to head up and dress himself in some of the rags on those mannequins.
Hello?
Fabulous.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there.
Sarcyra, Luthienne, Vinkle.
Oh, I love your hat.
Pencil. Oh,
Why is
thank
there a
you.
stone hat on the floor here? Oh, fashion is strange. And he'll try to put it on his head. And it'll immediately, he's like... "Ugh!" And then you're going to hear... And the door to the west is going to open, and Wynn is going to be dragging a basilisk carcass. Actually,
Wynn?
everybody make me an intelligence nature roll. It is a crocodile with 8 legs, as far as you can tell otherwise.
14.
13.
Nice.
11.
You guys have... This is a crocodile right now with many legs. That is what you know.
I mean, it
When-
sounds legit.
What on Elos is
so-
that?
But we're not on Elos anymore.
I mean, I don't know, but I thought it might be useful.
You and your little dog too.
Exactly.
Useful? A rotting lizard?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
why
not
did
really rotten yet.
It's
My point
dead.
stands.
It is an X lizard.
why what it's a crocodile with 8 legs. What is it? Do you know what this is, Wynn?
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think it might be useful.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my matter at hand, and she's gonna turn around back to the well.
Yeah.
Luthienne, do you wear gloves?
No.
Okay. You and Sassy, both of you, your hand is itchy. Like, because you didn't cast prestidigitation yet, right?
Not yet.
Not
So
yet.
your hand is itchy. Like, it feels like you touched something kind of caustic. Both of you would like, if you'd like to, you can make me nature checks.
I can do my best.
I will do my best.
No.
Nope. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
But both of you, it's not, you're not gonna blister, but it does feel like you touched like, kind of like you've got like lemon juice on your hand or something. Like it just kind of
God, let's get
tingles a
this over
little.
with. Oh god.
Ugh.
So
Gross.
the well itself is filled with calm water, almost to the brim. Like only a few inches lower. Let me just double check. So the well is how much taller than the floor? A stone well. You know what? I don't remember if it's... Cool. All right. So the well is probably about 5 feet tall, so you'll be able to kind of just lean in and look over it. But yeah. It looks like the water is still there and calm.
Something
I'm gonna
is
take
not.
a closer look, see if there's like a mechanism something's caught in.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
I don't want to stick my face in it.
I don't either.
I don't want to stick my face in it. I don't think I can even like. Maybe. I'm gonna maybe like, my hand's tingly already. What's the harm? I swear to God, if you don't prestidigitation me after this, she's gonna,
I will promise,
okay.
I swear to God.
She's gonna poke the water.
Sounds good. Okay, so... Perfect. All right, so...
Wait, maybe with her dagger? Oh, no, it's fine. It's
with your
fine.
dagger?
She's
That's
touching it.
all right. So poking, you're gonna kind of reach in and kind of like feel around. It feels a little acidic to the touch, like it's a little tingly.
Bruce, more tingly?
Yeah, more tingly, stronger tingly. You try to pull your hand out, and you can't. And then suddenly there is a, and Luthienne, you are sucked off of your feet and into the pipe.
Oh no.
Can I try and grab her?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. It was an attack roll. And you are going to see Luthienne's boots pop inside of the well as she
You
is
mean my unicorn high heels?
your unicorn high heels. Only the heels are visible as you are engulfed by whatever is inside of that pipe.
Gross.
And I think as everybody is watching Luthienne get sucked down the pipe, that's probably a good place for us to call game for tonight, actually. Woo! What's up, Nico?
I mean, Wynn was this close to being tempted to just fling the basilisk carcass into the well as well.
It was just like a whoop whoop.
See what happens.
All right, so folks, we'll be back next Monday unless the world explodes again. But thank you all for joining us as you are sucked into a pipe, and I know we were all thinking of the noise. You know, Mario
So
noise.
We'll see everyone next year.
Oh God, we're not running game until 2022.
Oh my goodness.
What day is that? Was that? I guess that's the third, right?
Third.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
Day before I go back to work.
2 days before I move.
well, mad props to Christa for correctly saying what an Elos.
Right?
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
So good job there. I was very pleased. I was very, very pleased. So, folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sticking with us for the first 9 episodes. We'll be back with more Witchlight, and I think next episode we'll probably make it to... We might make it to Thither, actually. Ooh. It's going to be great. Luthienne, enjoy being piped.
It's okay. We're always in trouble forever, ever. So that's fine.
But that's the best. That's why you became an adventurer, right?
That's why they're like, yeah. I'm like, whatever.
All right, folks, that's going to be it from us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what we do here, be sure to give us a follow or a sub. If you have additional disposable income at the end of this holiday season, don't forget that we have a Patreon where you can get additional perks like our amazing patrons that I'm going to shout out. DM Michael Gray, Shulton, Jade, as well as Buddy, Taryn, and Nacro. You guys are all amazing, and you help keep the Patreon running, which helps keep, me fed and like the games still coming. We got a lot more stuff in the new year, so be sure to head over there. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel, and for $5 a month, you get access to like early games and podcasts and stuff. It's pretty cool. But that's gonna be it for now. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching us and for playing, guys. It was good to see you again. I missed you so much.
Missed you too.
You too.
Missed you too. It was fun.
It was.
I mean, I didn't really miss you.
You haven't had a chance to.
I'll get you.
I'm still seeing you every day.
Get you
so.
good. All right. That's going to be it from us tonight. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Happy holidays. And we'll see you, if not in the next episode, hopefully before, actually. Come watch some other our holiday stuff. We'll see you later. Bye.